Hello, hello, hello. I wanted to try and finish off this game because it's been so much hanging around for a while, but I feel like one more session and I should have everything. So yeah, Paradise Killer. It's still on Game Pass. Unlike The Good Life, which is going out of Game Pass today, and I am grinding away on the last stupid achievements. And yeah. So it's been great for the competition on True Achievements, but less so for my sanity, and also I know I'm not going to get 100% in the game before it leaves. Because it took me too long to master, like, the drinking game, and I haven't mastered the sheep thing. So there will be 3 achievements, probably, left undone. I will put it on my wish list, and if, a sale happens, then I'll pick it up if it's really cheap. It's a good game, but it's not worth paying full price just to finish off 3 achievements that are kind of grindy. Like, even more grindy than the other grindy ones. Like, grindy skill. But for now, we're going to see if we can find a killer. So, sprinting... Jump, sprint, jump, sprint, jump, sprint. With the ribbidibidoobs. So, we have a few collectibles left, if I remember rightly. So, we've still got some Starlight skins to get. There may be 1 or 2 of the fast travel points I've missed, or it may just be for completing other things. This one is the one I need for my random to-do list. The Shinji's, but the Shinji's show up as collectibles, so that's great. Shrines? I just gotta donate to them. I don't know how many there are. Obviously, I've missed a couple. They may show up as collectibles, I can't remember. And then we've got to hang out with Carmelina, Sam, Akiko twice, Doom twice, Henry twice, Lydia twice, One Last Kiss twice. This is the next story point I've got to do, because then okay, I'm not going to do that one. Well, I might do that one. Once I know who it is, I can probably speedrun this one, but I may... Well, we'll see how much time we've got left. So the idea is we've got to access the barracks, but also speak to people a little bit more and do the hangouty thing. So, we are with Lydia. No TV volume. This is what happens when I got fed up with the sheep music. And we can hang out with her again. Excellent.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
What's good to eat on this island? The Deep Factory nailed the meat this time, the synthetic meat, that is. Notice how there's now livestock on the island. The Deep Factory got expanded. All the meat is made from culture or bugs. There are huge caverns full of bug breeding and meat growing operations. That sounds disgusting. Does it taste good? Yeah, real good. Yuri claimed it didn't taste like the real thing, but he's just that type. It's the pickup I dread each time. The amount of bullshit that comes out of his mouth is out of control. Thinks he's a wine connoisseur. Dude, you live on a synthetic island where the grapes are grown underground in a lab. This isn't high-end stuff. He tried to tell Sammy all about whiskey one time. Sammy renounced violence, but I thought Yuri was about to get an ice pick in his eye. We don't like Yuri. Sorry, LD, didn't mean to go off. He drives me crazy. Vent all you want. He's new to me. I'll trust you on this. Ah, appreciate it. I'll drop you at the beach again. Perfect. Okay, cool. We'll probably need to come back with some more questions. I don't think we've got any case file things, so... Yeah, you've got to wait a little bit of time to do the hangout thing. So, we do need to talk to Sam. And... Justice Guy? Is that Justice Guy? Last day watcher person? I've forgotten his ready name. I mean, we've got... Yeah, let's... We've got 39 blood crystals. Oh, hang on. Oh, what was the... Okay. Oh, yes, and we've also got Henry's safe to open. So we might do that first. The Marshal's body swapped. They must have been somewhere close by. Yeah, so that's why we've got to get to the barracks. Yes, so the dead zone has the safe in. Why does Henry... Yeah, so this isn't the barracks. So yeah, we've got 2 places to go. Unsorted evidence. There's a maintenance shed randomly with stuff in, but we don't know about that yet. So... Yuri is looking dodgy for KHX. And I don't know why KHX was killed. He must have seen something. And he's obsessed with you. The dead guy was obsessed with Crimson. Witness to the end. Witness to the end. Yeah, that's what I meant. Whatever I'd said before. So Crimson got the secret of the second seal from him on behalf of witness. And then that doesn't seem dodgy. So for once, Akiko does not seem dodgy. Witness is dodgy with... There was something about the inhibitors. I don't think Henry... I think Henry's being framed. Obviously he was possessed. I think he's been framed for all the murders except for his mum. I think he killed his mum, which is very sad. Grace Bloodlines. Carmelina is really dodgy in that one. But then yeah, we've got witness. I think multiple people tried honestly, I think multiple people tried to kill the council at the same time. Honestly, I feel like they're being framed, but also they could totally be in on it. But I really like Lydia and Sam, so I don't want them to be it. I think he's definitely being framed. He got given a blood bottle, which Denongate could have easily gotten for Carmelina. So if anyone's watching this and confused, not that anyone is here on stream, but if anyone's watching this on YouTube, this is probably the final one of the streams. You should go back to watch the original, or play it yourself. But if you want to go back to the first one, it will make more sense if you follow it through. Brief summary: council got killed, we were exiled, we got brought back to do the investigation, and it seems everyone is freaking guilty. But it seems like the one they thought did it is being framed by Akiko, the Grand Marshal, and I don't know why. Except that maybe she was trying to save her marshals. I don't know. And then Carmelina left secret passages and had a secret son and is very dodgy and is now in charge of everything. Said, honestly, Crimson, I don't think there's anything there except she got, got used for secrets. Dr. Doom Jazz, he's Scottish, so I don't suspect him at all, but he was having an affair with Akiko. Yuri is dodgy, but I think it's because he's been deceived by a demon, or a god, or whatever they are. Deceived by a god. and possibly KHX found out. Witness is looking very, very dodgy. I think like Witness and Carmelina both tried to kill the council. I don't know why. For different reasons, probably. And for some reason, Akiko is framing Henry. There's definitely something dodgy going on there. Maybe Akiko was in on it with Witness. One Last Kiss is awesome. I mean, but she's like a ghost. So even though she has no alibi, she's a ghost. So yeah, she was the one that was possibly killed by Henry, possibly killed by Carmelina. Yeah, so there we go. So we've got some key items. Yeah, so this is the safe. We got all the upgrades and we're collecting relics. So population, lots of murder peoples. I thought we'd had a update the extra person, but never mind, obviously not. So yeah, we are in Danchi. We need to go to various things, possibly the graveyard first to talk to One Last Kiss. Not that I think that One Last Kiss. No, we were going to talk to Sam. Then we'll talk to One Last Kiss. I'd like to try and finish off all the achievements I can. So Sam. Oh dear God. All right. Where's the? Syndicate apartments. Citizen housing. Bar through the knife. Bar through the knife? No. Bar knife through the heart. And actually, I still forgot to look up, which was the whole point of me giving a thing. Right. What is the meditate? Because we need to get the rest of the collectibles. We did quite a good job. There's a couple still round about that way, but we did a really good job at clearing them out. Okay, Sam. Firstly, let's hang out.
A drink?
Sure, we'll have a drink.
Fancy
You know
a
me.
drink?
This is my other blend, Aldi. Vortex. I trust Needs is okay. This one has a punchier taste.
What the hell?
That sure hits you. I don't serve this to many guests. They find it too much. It is harder to appreciate, but you understand, don't you, Aldi?
Sure.
Do you miss being an assassin?
I am under suspicion.
Death doesn't interest me anymore, Aldi. But it was your calling for so long. Being an assassin holds too many people. I have a new calling, a new plant. Oh my. Tumble dryer is making a horrible rat noise right now. But it was warm outside, so the sun was shining in, so I thought I put the washing on and then forgot to hang it out, and now it's not sunny anymore, so you know. Time for the tumble dryer on for the rest of it. Do you miss the powder cycle unit?
I don't like this.
Every day. Being an investigator completes me.
My only plant.
That's how I feel, Aldine. Serving the right drink can change a life. It's better than taking a life, isn't it? If someone didn't take a life, I wouldn't be here having this conversation. Yeah, so we used to be an investigator. I'm guessing to find out things about demons and stuff. True, isn't it? I have enjoyed our conversations, Aldi. I hope the rest of your investigation proceeds smoothly.
That's weird.
Is this our last chat?
I am under suspicion, Aldi.
I am afraid I need to say goodbye to this bar one last time. So many
Oh, I'm
memories.
glad to be back.
It's been a pleasure, sir. Take care, won't you, Aldi? Always. I think that's the last for that. So, bleep bloop. Whether or not that will be enough for my leapfrog. Okay. Lydia told me about you guys wanting to leave the syndicate.
What?
She told you that. Can't break the bond of friendship, can you? Anything you want to tell me? We're old friends, Sammy.
Is this a joke,
I don't
Aldi?
tell we're ready to move on. There's more worlds out there, isn't there? More to see and more to learn. You mean more whiskey ingredients? You're right, Aldine.
Got it.
How come you lied to me earlier?
What?
It paints us in a bad light. We're not council killers. We just want to explore the world. You understand, right? This doesn't look good, Sam. It's okay. I don't think you did it. I really don't think my friends did it. But, you know, I could be wrong. It could be everyone. The answer could be everybody did it. Okay, let's have a quick scan. I mean, I'm fairly certain I'm going to be able to get at least one in the good life. But it would be nice. Right, 36 points is not enough. That's fine. Are there any in this that would work for, what are we on? 60. 36, 36, 36, 36, 39, 41, 45, 46, 50. Okay, so none of the achievements in this game will count. It's fine. I'll get one in Good Life and then, you know, pick a different game tomorrow to qualify. I've just got to make it to Monday. And then I don't have to care anymore. Right, so... Oops. I'm going to go on a bit of an explory rampage. Okay, so up there. No, okay. There's a bit of a smoke sink going on. Aha. Secrets are revealed. Ooh, I think. No, it's just a blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
One down there. There's one on top of that thing. So yes, this is going to be a mishmatch of me getting story bits and also wanting to get collectibles. Oh, it's whiskey. We need those. Excellent. Where's the blood bar? Oh, that's the last whiskey. Excellent. That's the one I needed. For my random to do this anyway. Can justice be born out of chaos? It's the only weapon we have against discord. How far can you go? Depends. Sometimes you must go as far as you can. Can you break the law to achieve justice? We all break the law. The law gets in the way. No one is above it. Sometimes the law gets bent in the quest for truth. Justice comes in many forms. How many does the Syndicate accept? As many as it needs to. I don't know who's having this conversation, whether it's in the future or, you know. Dead man's ambition. Floral taste with the aroma of vanilla. Ooh, I love vanilla. Find a comfortable chair, not too comfortable. Comfortable, nostalgic. You have nothing to be nostalgic about. Okay. I was kind of hoping that I would also get a Starlight skin for getting that, but hey, no. But that's 2 achievements, and we got an extra for Lydia. I mean, I don't care so much, you know, with like the blood stuff. Something. the blood crystals if I don't get all the blood crystals. I feel like falling off the top of the hill is probably better for that. Yep, that was not good. So, let's try not to make myself dizzy. Oh, that one. Yes. Besides, I can always make a save before I accuse anyone if I'm missing any collectibles. If I want to accuse someone on the stream. I am at K8 Pictures Workshop. Opulent cigarettes. Well, it was a blood crystal, but I got it. And we've fallen down here. And now it's raining. I think I broke the island. Okay, so... Over there. Oh, there's one up in a house that I didn't want to get because it was annoying me. I want to try and go for stuff that is not blood crystals. So there's a few over there still. Oops. I am mostly just reorienting myself. So we kind of need to go. Oh. Do we have any way of getting that? Kind of, maybe. Yeah, we still need to go open the safe. That's fine, we can spend half an hour messing around. If we hadn't messed around, we wouldn't have found the whiskey, so you know. Hello.
Getting saved.
There's one there. Very clear. Ah, so that answers my question. Yes, the shrines I need to worship show up. So, yes. Excellent. Which means we've got dire rose. Fish that vomits skeletons. Laid siege to France for 3 centuries before the siege was broken in the Great Betrayal. Ew. I feel like... yeah, like one more maybe? I don't know where the other Starlight skins are. And the Shinji show up, I know that much, so... yeah. Okay, let's see what else we've got. A few more over that direction. Another swan top of the thing that I might be able to get to by going to see Lady Love Dies. It's a Shinji! Excellent. I think the moon is the most beautiful thing on this island.
Got it.
It's not on the island, it's... just call it Love Dies. You don't have to be like this, you know what I mean. Do you like the moon? It used to be nice. Used to be.
I have a bad
The
feeling
Golden
about
City on the
this.
dark side is deserted now. The god lost pain, fled to the moon, and took over the city. He's leeching power from the moon to regain his strength. Are you such a downer? I wasn't asking you to tell me everything that's bad with it. I was just making small talk. The moon is beautiful and it's massive in the sky of this island. Why can't you just say, yes, Shinji, I agree. It's beautiful. And we have a nice conversation. Because I don't do small talk, Shinji. Okay, so that was like 2%. There's possibly like 4 Shinji left. You know, I say I'm not fussed about getting all the blood crystals. I'm totally going to try and get every collectible bloody dot on this place. Aren't I? Aren't I? I am. I know me too well.
Blood crystal obtained.
Except for that one in that apartment building, because it was in the... I need to go up into whatever this is, which is supposed to be the cold house. Oh, that's a Shinji. Of course that's a Shinji. Why are you doing this for these people? He locked you up for something that really wasn't your fault.
I was born to investigate.
Even if it's for a bunch of psychos that wish you weren't on the island. A job's a job. I guess. Okay, that looks probably like a blood crystal. See if we've got another 2%. Yeah, so like 3 more Shinjis. Okay, so I need to go up. Definitely summed it up. What is this? Oh, I reckon that's how I get in the barracks. That's definitely a blood crystal. I feel like while I'm up here, it will probably be a good idea to do something. But also, there's something over here, and I don't necessarily want to come back. Oh yeah, that is my gun. And it won't let me pick it up. I tried that before. That's a blood crystal. And those are too far away for me, I think. So actually, that one is fine. Because it is easier if we can fast travel if we have spare blood
Blood
crystals.
crystal obtained.
There are not too many things left. So, let's get into the barracks. It doesn't end until you go to the judge,
Nightmare
so
computer.
I could take as much time as I like. I want a little pyramid. Cosmos, need a moon. Sun. A moon. Pyramid, big pyramid. Osmos.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Worked out how to break into the barracks.
Nightmare computer. Nightmare computer unlocked. Scene investigation.
Barrack Severins. 2 prisoners. Okay, well that explains who the dead bodies are then. Starlight got me into the marshal service. If
Sorry.
Akiko finds out, I'm not sure how long my head will stay on my
Got
shoulders.
it.
These are prisoner transfer records. As well as the desolation cell, there's a prison within these barracks for the non-demon possessed prisoners. Looks like Akiko removed 2 prisoners 2 days ago. There's no record of them being brought back to the prison.
That's weird.
Our key code of removed prisoners. This file is encrypted and outside of normal folder structure. Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
It's a photo of a strangled
I have
woman.
a bad feeling about this.
My job is never ending,
The
Joy.
investigator is here.
This metadata says it came from a folder called Grace Bloodline's examination. She was strangled? I'll hang on to this. Photo of Grace Bloodline's neck from her examination. Looking close, you can see the bruising on her neck. The marks on uniform is an area of more pressure. Ah, the maintenance shed outside the council building. Right, well... Yes, so that's why we had that information. We've got no unsorted evidence now. Okay, right. So, we need to talk to Dr. Doom about that. Probably just do a scan to see if there's anything. God, these things are massive. Ooh, and there is a worshipper thing. Excellent. New night cabin. Human with 2 dog heads, warrior clad in gold armor, carries a spear, sword, and shield based of voices in Romania. Short quarters. Okay. Yeah, there's a wall. Combat. Where's the process? Barracks is sealed unless you're a marshal. Just check for any hidden things. Don't think there are. Let's see if we can get out this way. This is the barracks. It's secure tunnel to Desolation Cell. It's coded only to Kinko as well. Okay, right. Ah, well. Unite, the Holy Warrior, the Slaughter of the Chainsaw System.
The investigator is here.
Narran goddess who only deems soldiers worthy of her attention. The syndicate got superstitious after any statues of her outside martial grounds were destroyed by red lightning on Cliff Island. Then there has only ever been one statue of her on each island. Henry says you remember seeing you Unite last night?
What the hell?
Did he come past the
Sure.
statue? If he did, it means he came through the barracks. This is the only one on the island. Right, that's the bit of information we need. It means it took a different route to the council building.
That's
And it's
strange.
which route did he actually take? Only coded to Akiko's blood file. Excellent. Yeah, so that's New Night. So if he came through here, what's through this way? Marine combat. Trace steps. Sort of. Kind of, maybe. would have expected there to be more collectibles in here. I don't know why. I don't like that alarm noise. So, I'm getting out of here. So, it's very unlikely that they came through this way, right? There's very few. Where are the other Starlight skins that I'm missing then? Yeesh, nearly went too far.
Blood crystal obtained.
So there's one in the courthouse, which is our gun. There's one up there. So, need to talk to Akiko, Witness, and Dr. Doom. There's very few collectible things left. Just in case, you know, there's like a Shinji or something. I think what it is that annoying one that we couldn't get to. But again, there, we got it.
Crystal obtained.
There we go. Right, so there is one. I need to find transport. There. So we need to open the safe, which is in the dark zone. Do we have a fast travel point there? Dead zone. We have no fast travel in the dead zone. Forbidden housing. Oh, but we do have a dead zone in citizen housing. That's great. Ew. Ew. Who's been decomposing? Yep. Decomposing body and safe. Okay, it unlocked. Proves that it pays to be nice to people sometimes. Let's see what a citizen like Henry would be hiding in the safe. The Grimoire of Madidar. Majidar. A bit of light reading.
The investigator is
This
here.
book predates The Great Betrayal. It was written by a scholar of the esoteric Majidar. She was famed for learning how to communicate with the gods and hold cosmic communes with them.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Should be in the restricted vault of the Syndicate's
Sure.
library. Yuri accessed the restricted area a decade ago. Did he take this? Guess this is the book Henry said he was given. This might prove that his possession was aided. Someone wanted the island to be invaded by demons, but why? Interesting. So, why did I keep code tape? Who would have given it? Cool. Okay. Excellent. So, that is that. So that's the last thing we needed in here. So no thingy points, so we may as well. Okay, so that's the last thing we have to discover by looking, aside from obviously anything collectible wise. I think some of the stuff that's left to discover might be oops, starlight skins. So I seem to remember reading something about the one on top of the big fancy building that I couldn't get to before, that Kai said he fell off a cliff getting to. Where's the starlight skin? First of all, let's talk to one of these kids. Got time to chat? I have all the time in the world until the island ends. Is the syndicate worth saving?
Do you understand, investigator?
That's for you to decide. For better or for worse, the crime happened. The syndicate was on a straight path. Now the path branches. The truth you believe in will determine the fate of the syndicate. Which branch do you think we should take? To weed out the corruption. The syndicate is no place for paranoia and conspiracy. We have a holy cause. We have forgotten that. Yes, kidnapping. It's a holy cause. We are in a position to craft a perfect society by kidnapping people. You said there was no such thing as perfection. So I did. The idea of perfection is intoxicating. We always let our guard down and start believing in
I'm
it.
glad to be back.
We kidnap people from the real world and force them to worship our gods. They're pressed into service on the island, working in our factories and farms, before being killed in a mass slaughter ritual. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hard to imagine much perfection coming from that. Perhaps we should wipe the slate clean. How do we do that? I have no idea, investigator. Do we have any answers? Nope. Do we have any demonology? Cool. Well, we will hang out later. Right, so what do we got around here? We're down to the last few collectibles. So the one up there, which is I think the one I want to go for. It's the only one around here. So. That's not happening. There's not really much. Unless we can somehow get up. Because there's something, there's the very big tower. Unless I can perch myself off that very big tower, that would be also very useful. Okay, I think we're maybe going to have to go for the very big tower. I don't know if that's even a thing I can go for. That's not going to work, is it though? No, there's no way. That's not close enough. It's going to be annoying if there's a skin up there. Very little left. Yeah, there's the one in the courthouse, which, as I said, is my gun. There's two over there. Well, one there and one somewhere over there. Just need transport spots. Somehow don't think I'm going to be able to get it from that big tower, whatever that big tower is. Somewhere the reality porting drive. Okay, so let's go talk to Kiko and Henry.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
I'm glad to be
Going to die. Humor me.
got it.
Why do you hate me so much, Akiko? Akiko? I thought your investigative freak. It's not so hard to figure out. What's your problem? Is this a soldier versus civvy thing? Case file completed. You've solved the mystery. Why does it have to be like this? Way of the world. We exist in different planes. We see different things. I work so you may sleep at night. You'll trot about without a care in the world. Service requires no thanks.
I'll kill you!
What a good lord dog you are. We're
Nenorachito,
done
you're
here.
out of your mind!
Goodbye, Naruchito. Okay, who killed... Removed prisoners. What happened with the prisoners you removed from the barracks prison? It's classified, Naruchito.
Crime cannot
I-
hide.
Disagree. Why were they removed? Investigator, they were being processed before the slaughter ritual. We don't just open the prison gates and let them wander over to the temple.
The investigator is here.
They were removed before the slaughter ritual. What happened to them? They were processed and returned to their cells. The logs don't show them being
Do
returned.
you want to die?
You don't have access to the full martial network, so you can't prove that. You don't get to question how I run my army. Okay. Okay.
Oh. Nanny, the hell?
Henry Division.
Let's talk Henry.
I'm shocked. Stunned.
Citizens don't go to near silence, so a ritual takes place where the citizens will sacrifice to the gods. The temple becomes awash with blood, and the psychic energy of the deaths is directed to the gods by the high
What?
priestess. Don't you think that's really fucked up? Agree. It's the worst part of this whole thing. Perfect 25 should end it. No more dead islands. What a big load of kidnapped citizens, though, right? Sounds a real perfect. Whatever. I know, Henry. I know. Did you go through the barracks last night? Skin. The only statue of New Knight is in the barracks. Well, I guess I did then. Good investigating. You nailed it.
Of course.
Any fucking idea how that happened? What everyone is saying about what you did last night might be wrong. Some excitement, finally! I found a forbidden tome about demonology in your apartment. What are you doing with
I
it?
must be the bad guy, right?
Are you fucking real? Is this one big joke? What the do you think I was doing with it? Propping up a table? I was doing some demonology.
Sure.
Who gave it to you? Stranger, we went through this already.
I don't like
Is this where your memory fails you? Don't get cute. Fine, I won't. Are we able to hang out with the Kiko again and get that out of the way? Nope. Okay. Right, well then, who else needs extra hanging out with? So there's a few more Shinji, possibly 3 more Shinji out there. Found them. At least 1 more Starlight skin. Okay, Kiko, Carmelina, Henry, Lydia, 1 last kiss. Okay, Doom! We need to find Doom. Right, well that's good, I can do that. I need to talk to Doom anyway. And Witness, but Doom will do first. Because then we can always come back. Fast travel to Doom, please. This one is yacht. No worries, LD. Let's go. So, one over there. Could be the courthouse. Yeah, I'm definitely down to the last ones.
Dr. Dinges.
That's my Scottish guy. Let's hang out first. Got a second, Doc? Back for more real talk? Hit me.
It's been wonderful to see you again.
Nothing lasts forever except the certainty of change. Quoting philosophy now. Hi, Nikki. Please, some song on a skeet punk compilation. You were into trip hop last time I was on an island.
Wonderful!
I like to mix it up, keep it fresh. One of the citizens we abducted from the Riot had it with him. What other phases have I missed? I got big into mathcore for a while. I was drinking a lot of coffee and Mexican hip hop. For everything that's wrong with these islands, we at least have a lot of different people here. But punk is this island's flavour. Hopefully we'll abduct someone with more CDs for Perfect 25.
How?
I think a mass of oppressed citizens would mean there was more punk music on the island.
Got it.
Not allowing them access to instruments or any real means of creativity probably hinders that. Why do you think there are so many murders in the apartment?
Investigator!
So that always said you can't build pyramids without sleeves? We've got enough pyramids. I agree. Catch you later, dog. Okay. Right. What do you know about a photo taken of Grace's throat during Yum's examination? I took photos, but they were confiscated by Kiko, classified or whatever. I found one on the Marshall set. Can I get your opinion on it? The bruising on the throat looks odd.
How?
That's because the fingers that did it aren't uniform. A normal strangulation, bruising you can see either pressure from the fingertips and the knuckles.
Hypothetically?
The pressure on these is misaligned. That's normally because the attacker is wearing jewellery. Specific in this case, a ring on their wedding ring finger.
Ooh, the
What about?
investigator is here.
Power armour. No, the gauntlets on the Marshal's power armour are gloves with armour pleats on top of the hands. Who wears a wedding ring? Or wore a wedding ring? That was 10 years ago. That is a very good question, Mr. Jazz. The cause must be a mystery. And may you reach the moon. I'd like to reach the moon. Oops, wrong button. So, do we need to talk to Yuri then? Okay, so there's one over there, whatever that is. I don't know. Yes, there's very few missing ones now, which makes it all the more harder because I know that there are there's at least one more skin. Fishies! And, oh yeah, who does it say I need to talk to? Yuri. Witness. Okay. Where's my ping, ping, ping? There we go. Gardens. There's Yuri. Ah, Akiko again. Okay, that's good. Yuri.
Unedited.
Do you know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? Oh, nothing to do with me.
Ah, the facts and the
Henry
truth
said a
are not the
stranger
same.
passed him a forbidden book and told him to keep a secret. That book is one you accessed.
Nonsense.
Not sure you can prove that, Fleek. If I remember correctly, the library vaults only record entry and exit, not what was read or taken. You just happen to know that? No, Freak, I don't just happen to know that. I use the vault to acquire books for the architect. I know how the system works, because I use it often. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry? No.
When love dies,
I'm the
all
only
that
one of the
remains
suspects who
are
accessed
the
the
facts.
vault.
Freak.
That doesn't mean the book came from me. No, it could mean that you accessed it and gave it to Carmelina. We're very polite saying goodbye to all these suspects. We've got to talk to Carmelina again. That wasn't witness. That is witness. That's the judge. Witness. And Kiko. Okay. Carmelina is somewhere here. Yeah, that's definitely my gun in the middle of the courtyard with that dome behind it. There's gotta be at least one more. There's gotta be at least one more demon.
Ha. Ha.
I need to go up some stairs or something.
Ha. 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 Mm. Ha.
Streams Clinic. I need to find the stairs that go up.
Investigation.
Maybe it's an elevator. No, that goes down. I'm not lost. Just temporarily misplaced. There's the stairs that I wanted. God damn it, that was pathetic.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
Don't test me.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
May I ask you something, Architect?
We have achieved perfection.
I want to give you something investigatory. Ooh, I got a flawless
That's
looking
weird.
eye. It's the eye of a worshipper of a blood dancer. Been preserved and reformatted into a storage device.
Craft is its own reward.
The chronicles of blood dancer have been printed into it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Blood dancer caused multiple plant-wide genocides as he perfected his insane technology.
I am the leader.
There are always sacrifices. Oops, that's not the button I meant to press. Excellent. I was trying to turn the volume down a little bit. That's a very old competition screen. Which is sitting next to the media button. I don't know if that's true, Architect. It depends on your priorities, Investigator. A life lived purely for others denies your true self. A life lived in balance is a glimpse of potential. A lack of balance hurts others and denies you a valuable
It
experience.
is cowardly to insinuate,
depends on your-
investigator.
Definition of valuable.
We have achieved perfection.
Please go on, enjoy the island, Lady Love Dies, through which you may learn more about yourself. Thank you for your time, Architect. Wait, alright, we got blood dancer eye, cool, because I wanted that. Architect, when did your marriage with Witness end?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why are you asking? Working on something, I assume you'll cooperate. About 9 years ago.
Sure.
And you wore a wedding ring? Of course, what is this about? Thank you for your help. Well, we already knew Carmelina did it, so, you know. Hey, we've got no more notes. Just don't have questions, but... I wonder if I need to do more things to get the thing to repair.
Game saved.
Talk to Witness. And talk to Akiko again.
Paradise feels wrong.
Witness, I have testimony that you were using the secret bank for demonology research.
Surely this is a joke.
Don't test me.
Who do you think?
The end times are looming.
Whatever you think, you don't. I always work. You don't. I always work
The
for a
end
Horn Masters.
times
This has
are
nothing to do with the
looming.
murder of the council, though.
Got it.
I found a killer demon inside the council penthouse with the victim's blood all over its claws. You think you're onto something, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Is this a fact?
Then
or a
why
truth?
don't you tell me? If you think you have some wild conspiracy theory, you'll need to prove it in the trial. I won't talk further about this. See you in court, witness. Okay.
Are their gods work in esoteric ways?
Yeah, I definitely need another Akiko visit, which is fine because we need to get her finished off anyway. Just talk to Lady again. But yes, because the little dude could pop up everywhere. Check.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
I could go. Got a minute. I could go.
Turfa!
Humor me. Do you still collect war relics?
Часто со мной.
Why do you care? Friendship, Akiko. We've been through this. Fine. Yeah. Okay, good. What's the centerpiece of your collection? Centerpiece? The most important part.
Просто.
They are all important, Prost. The relics are created through actions of soldiers giving their lives in combat. How can one be more important than the other? That's a good way of thinking about it.
Che?
I know.
Soldiers.
Take this. It's
honor.
a shell from a demon I killed in Romania before the syndicate. Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Часто со мной.
Now we've played this friendship thing out, we're done, right?
I'm
Done?
a soldier.
Yes, we became friends. You got what you wanted. You can leave me alone now.
Sorry.
If that's what you want, Akiko.
Часто со мной.
That took longer than I was hoping. Goodbye, Nick Necrotito. Nenorotito.
Relic obtained.
Cool. Okay. Confiscate the photo. Why did you confiscate the photo of Grace Bloodline's neck from Doom Jazz after the examination?
Pull up.
She was murdered by someone possessed by a demon. Anything related to demonic possession is classified. Is that standard procedure or just for evidence that doesn't tie into the official story?
Просто.
Standard procedure. You think you're really smart and clever with your snide insinuations, but you're not. You're wrong. Okay. We're slowly getting there. Carmelina, it feels like Carmelina did lots of bad
Henry
things.
Division.
Let's talk, Henry. Is this helping? These little chats helping you work out who did it? I'm getting a picture of the island. I understand the crucible of crime better. Like what you see. The islands can't continue like this. How are you going to fix it?
Sure.
That's the job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
Of course!
You promise you're going to do something? I'll do what I can. The Syndicate is a slow ship to turn. I hope you stick to that. Whatever. Well, you know, hey, we made the demon happy. Cool. Right, so, what have we got left? Might need a little break. Okay, so we've still got to find a couple of Shinji. Maybe one Shinji, one Starlight Skin, two Shinji, three Shinji, something like that. Doom, Lydia, one last kiss, and then the speedrun. There's no one for actually solving it. I don't think we've got any more exclamation points. So... maybe we're ready. Let's do one last kiss. Try one more time to get that stupid jumpy thing. Okay. There's a note that there's one in the pyramid. The top. Okay, so we might go there. 55 skins. Okay. Once you have run, jump. Stand next to the bush by the haunted vending machine. Line your cursor with the top of your exile home in the background. Oh, that's what's on top of that. Right, yep. Run, jump, 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 dash. Okay. And then there's a nice checklist which does tell you how to get the other things. Possibly I need to go to the I need to visit like all the locations. Like major locations just in case. There we go. Tadpoles conversation about the future. Okay. I really don't like this noise. Okay, so right, let's talk to one last kiss.
One last kiss.
And I need a bathroom break because I need to be. Oh, hang it. I have all the time in the world. How do you deal with the corrupt
Enjoy
ruling class?
Perfect 24, investigator.
No society has ever worked that out. The real world would be a different place if they had. The ruling class are more insidious than the gods. They corrupt all that they touch, mutating society to be something that only benefits them. How true! For every ruler that meets the guillotine, another takes their place. Society busts them with no respect.
Those are facts.
What would
But
you
are
do?
they the truth?
I mean, mass murder seems to be the choice, but I'm gonna go with try and change their hearts. Change hearts to change mine. I hope you're right. I hope you can do it. The cycle will repeat until you do. I have enjoyed our conversations, but you have a job to do. Paradise needs saving. I will assist where I can. Oh, investigator, I have something for you. I don't need them anymore. Got a vintage watch. Cool. When do I need it? Never forget that clock is ticking. Yeah, because I'm hoping maybe like I'll get a Starlight skin from one of these, possibly, or from talking to everyone. So it's always worth doing those. Right, so as we are near said haunted vending machine. Aha! I did it! I need to put a thumbs up on that.
Starlight skin obtained.
Holy refinery Starlight skin. Definitely needed for an achievement, so yeah. Right, where is that? Get a thumbs up for giving me good instructions. Even if you don't tell me where to get any of the other ones. Okay, bizarre fisherman. That sounds like a Cthulhu reference. Right, so that is not all of them. I'm still missing 2 more. Damn it! Some sorts of Lydia and Jazz again. Okay, so now we've got everyone spread out a bit. There's no exclamation points. I think we're nearly ready. So apparently there's possibly a Shinji on that pyramid. That pyramid. One of the pyramids. Whichever pyramid has a god on it. I think that's the courthouse. Or maybe... Ah, there's something down there. If that's not the courthouse, there might be something down there. There, see? Oh yeah, I think I saw that earlier. Could be a Shinji. Could be a skin. It is a blood crystal. Great. No, it's a skin. Thank God for that.
Starlight skins obtained.
Jesus Christ, that was freaking hard. Right, so there's one more Starlight skin. Okay. If I'd have hit sprint, that wouldn't have worked. Yes, that was my old prison. Yeah, so there is one in the courthouse that is a heart thing that I can't pick up. Need to figure it out. Something to get home. I suppose what I could do is look at the list, because they have provided a list. So, skin. Okay, are they in order is the question. Inscribed in the surface starlight. Yes. Symbols. Oh, idol. I don't have the idol starlight one. Oh no, they're not in any. Oh, they're not in the same order. Great. Because this is the order they obtained them, and this is the order I do have the idol one. Great. Do I have transmission tower? If I don't have transmission tower, that's the same as someone else didn't have it. And that is actually an answer for that. Possibly. Yeah, I don't have the transmission tower. Far side of the reality folding drive's roof. Okay, right. That appears to be the one I'm missing, so let's go to the... Save the game. We're going to go to the bathroom, won't we? Yeah. Okay. Fast travel. Somebody's fast travel there, and then we remember, because otherwise we'll get back and we'll be like, what were we doing? Reality folding drive. That's where we're going next. Because it's far enough out. Go to the power station. And then maybe to the pyramid with the god in it. Ah, there's something down there. And there's one up there. Okay, great. That is a start. I will be back. Have some tea and stretch yourselves. In a mech. Okay, so when are we gonna get up there? Yay, that's a Shinji. Excellent. Do these days feel short to you?
Got it.
When the island ends, the flow of time gets weird. Technically, we're still on the last day of the island, so the crime still happened last night. I get it. Get what? People are so messed up. I mean, yeah. Alright, so 2 Shinji left. But it possibly spawned somewhere else. Right, so there's one down there in the Agri. Ah, hang on. Don't mind me, just, you know, under the dangerous thing. So yes, there's one in the Agri fields. Something down here. Ah, that's a Starlight skin. That's the transmission tower one we were looking for. Excellent. That. There still might be a Shinji on the pyramid. But there is definitely something in the Agri fields, and based off what we've got left, oh good, there's a ladder. Hopped it off the end of the thing. It's probably a Shinji in the Agri field. And we just have to find the phone. And then yeah, it's possibly going to be a shorter stream, but that's fine. We will, in that case, go for the speed run. And then it's basically 100% on stream. Yeah, this is Shinji. I just need to find an entrance. Okay. Dance! Come on! Get down on the floor! We've taken it up ourselves to move a little more. Dance, get up! Show us what you got! We gonna wreck your party now. Let's take it to the top! Oh, forget it. If you're not going to beatbox them off. So yeah, right. 98%. Talk with Doom. Talk with Lydia. Okay. Need a God, the music's loud. I need travel thing. So it's possible we're missing some clues, but considering I've got no notes left and no unsorted evidence, I'm thinking I've got everything. So yeah, if you are stuck looking for stuff, then those are some areas you can look for the things. But also, make sure you get the shot bath upgrades sooner than I did, because they're really useful.
Game saved.
Okay, so we'll try the pyramid first. It's far enough away that it might not show up. Oh, there's no terminal there. Right, well, we'll go to see Doom Jazz because there's a boat. And I'm not sure we went on top of the pyramid. Evaporates when you do this. So I need to think about what I'm doing for extra life. I know that I want to play yes, it is up there. Excellent. How come Doom Jazz gets a yacht? He likes his private time. Put in to get one. How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht.
What the hell?
How long have you had this dream? About 13 days?
Sure.
I think you'll need to be part of the syndicate to get a yacht. If that's the case, I'm not interested. And that was the last thought we had, is I want a yacht. Always good. Always like the, you know, thing to be, I want a yacht. But yeah, I believe I now just have to talk to Doom, talk to Lydia, and I don't have any exclamation points left. We can maybe go say, you know. We'll definitely make, you know, several saves so that if we have missed something we can come back, but, you know, I mean, it feels like multiple people tried to do it, but Carmelina is my top for all the bad stuff. I think she's been planning things. Got second dock. Can you feel it in the air? You've been spraying pheromones again.
The island is about to end.
Last may be the last time we talk before you and Judge determine who's guilty. We're totally gonna
I'm
flirt.
glad to be back.
We'd better not waste any more time then.
You're joking.
Lady... stop talking. Aspen, wonderful to see you again! Don't, you were never any good at the conversation afterwards.
Fabulous.
Take this, but save it until you're off duty. We got some flamboyant wine! Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Wonderful.
I hope so. Dead nebulous freedom letter, rich and full-bodied. Good mouthfeel, lingers on the tongue. Sounds disgusting, but you know. The cosmos be a mystery, and you reach the moon. Right, I've got 31 blood crystals left, but yeah, I believe we got every single collectible. The only thing that was left was the one in the courtyard. We even got the one that we couldn't get last time. The only thing left was a thing in the courtyard. The court room, which it wouldn't let us pick up. But it was our gun.
Game saved.
Right, fast travel. Lydia is Danchi, I believe. Danchi, yeah. No worries, LD. I'm trying not to leave games so close to the leaving game path date to finish the really grindy bits. This is particularly grindy, but you know.
Daybreak.
you know, it's nice to have it finished. Think you could ever go back to the old life? You mean being an assassin? You asking because of the case? I have to know. Things changed while I was away. You shouldn't have to ask, LD. I told you that life is long gone. What happened to us? You would never have asked that in the old days. The word well turns, Lydia. Everyone's a suspect. Whatever. We're done. Oh dear. I'm just trying to make sure. And that is everything but speedrun the game and complete it under 10 minutes. So, I think we got everything. The only one left was inside the courtyard. But yeah, we've got no more notes left. Case files are all... So I guess, you know, let's go to the courthouse. Do lots of saves. I got more judicious about using the fast travel now. Because at the beginning, I was like, I don't have many crystals. Don't want to waste them.
Getting saved. Getting saved.
But I'm fairly certain that saving in all 3 slots. I'm a paranoid saver.
Getting saved.
I got all the information. 100% sure I know who, what, why to perfection, but you know. I think we got everything we could get. No. Wrong entrance. This is the last pickup. My old gun, which looks like... But yeah, it's really annoying that it shows this as a thing, because I kept on going back here, going... But yeah, it's like... Our old gun looks like a goat skull with a tentacle. Alright, talk to the judge.
Investigator, are you our savior as well? Is paradise worth saving?
Are you ready to start the trial that will determine the fate of the Syndicate? Have you found facts and crafted a truth? I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Loved Eyes. We should examine your case files and cast a light upon the shadowy recesses where truth lies.
The door to truth will open.
Are you ready to begin the trials, Lady Loved Eyes? This is the point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There is no going back. Let's expose the truth.
Lady Loved Eyes.
Are you sure, Lady Loved Eyes? This is the point of no return, where we descend into the madness of crime. That's why I have 3 saves, excuse me. The penalty for anyone you convict of a crime will be death, as dictated by Syndicate law. Please be sure. Start the trials and cross the point of no return into the abyss of crime!
To breathe life back into paradise.
Yeah, this is the 5th part. Of my game series here. I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice. Let me explain. Oh, we shall uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight.
Show me your truth.
You will choose which suspect you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I'm not interested in speculation, weak prosecutions. I need truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
The door to truth will open.
Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is a crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Oh, great. I'm confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this? Confident. Sure. We get to shoot people. Ow! That is a horrific noise! Judge, the island is ending. Our home shatters before us.
Believe what you want.
This farce has gone on for long enough. It is time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown.
Believe what you want.
The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars where the freak runs around the island chasing down false leads.
How dare you?
You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. Can't do
Don't
this.
test me.
Judge, the clock is ticking. What does it mean for the trial? We don't have much time left, guys. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count.
This is nonsense.
The rest of the Syndicate I agree with. Oh, it is time to move on and execute Henry. Hey, fuck you. You're overstepping your authority, Architect.
Fine is repulsive.
Judge, let's breathe life back into paradise. Love dies. You're authorized to once again wield your surface weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of
This
death.
is nonsense.
Judge, this is severe. This is a crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is an heresy against the gods, an atrocity against the Syndicate, or do you disagree?
I beg your pardon?
I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. Penalty for any of these crimes is death. It's been a while since I executed
The
justice.
journey into truth and justice begins.
Get my gun. I get my gun now. Can I get my gun now? Yay! I got my gun. My gun is a freaking skull. You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you are ready to talk. Okay, well, let's have a confession. Talk. Crimson. I hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for whatever you're planning. Doctor. What dies if I prosecute me while I get conjugal visits? Sorry, Doc, the punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult. Henry. This is for Marty, right? I'm lined up to get me head blown up, aren't I? That's why we're here to find out. I mean... Oh, they're together. Lydia, Sam, ALD, we're cool, right? As in nuclear, aren't we? We'll find out at trial, guys. I mean, this side is people I don't suspect. Even Henry. He killed his mum, but that was not his fault. He's a puppet in all this. So that side, I'm fairly certain, are good. This does not look comfortable. This side, you.
Do your job.
Investigator, this island is ready to die and a new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All of the evidence points to him. No, actually it points to you, milady. You weirdo witness. Lady Love dies. This is it. This
The
is
gods
it. The
are
reckoning.
watching us.
The future of paradise. I hope you make the right choices. So do I. Yuri, I think you were also a dupe as well. Right, get this over with. We all know who did it. You're wasting my time. And Kiko.
Nenorocito.
Better get this right. And we did it on this beauty to wrap this up. I don't know what your involvement is, in the sense I don't know why you did what you did. And also, we don't have Ghosty Lady. But I don't think it was Ghosty Lady. Okay, so
Lady
let's
Love
talk.
dies.
Begin the trials. Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene. How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigators peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of justice. No, truth. State your truth. Okay. She placed her at Syndicate HQ. New Night. She's the only one that could go through. So, Henry's escape is Kiko. She's the only one. I can't scroll down. Can't scroll down the thing, but we got a lot of evidence. Right. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Don't.
Crime is repulsive.
I believe this was a part of a plan by Akiko. No, Cheetah. The freak is lying. But that sounds rude, so I'm not going to say that. Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in.
Show me your truth.
Present. Kiko's alibi breaker? Can break Akiko's alibi. Truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi. Kiko went to execute Henry but alleges that Henry escaped to 2352. She claims she found him outside the council building at 03. I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. Can anyone confirm the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? The marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks.
Don't test me.
However, it is hard to take their word as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give any physical evidence. Did you confirm the phone call?
Got it.
Kiko's phone records are apparently classified as the investigators did not have access to them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Crime cannot
I
hide.
took Witness's phone and analysed the records at a comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing on the calls and it appeared Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the desolation cell. The comms tower put her location at Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime.
I'll kill you.
Control language in the House of Justice. She's lying. My little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect.
Crime cannot
Witness
hide.
testified that on the call from Akiko, he couldn't hear the desolation cell's distinctive dreadful atmosphere of the ocean.
Got it.
That isn't conclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims. The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Okay, so... do we just present everything? Kiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity.
Che?
Ah, is that the best you've got? I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's Big Op. She's right, that is speculation and not evidence.
Show me
Present
your
your
truth.
evidence. Okay, fine. Time frame. Doesn't match up. There's no way Henry could have got off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals, murdered the council, and be found at 003. Kiko lied.
Aha.
Good Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response?
Do you want to die?
She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to frame me. How did Henry cross the island, get through all the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 3 past
Che?
midnight? He's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. It's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word isn't good enough. You are speculating without any evidence to back it
Show
up.
me your truth.
Present your evidence. Okay. So it's also... Broken bars. Alibi breaker? Henry's alibi? The facts lie. Do you believe the official version? No, the truth is
Is
distorted.
this a fact?
Didn't go to the
or a
council
truth?
building by himself. Ugh. Okay, yeah, this is getting interesting.
I don't
Henry
like
remembers
this.
almost nothing about last night except seeing new knights. There we go, that's what we wanted. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him, he saw the goddess. The only statue of new knight is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Henry isn't in the barracks though, that's why detainees are processed where they've been arrested. The statue is in the main barracks ground. Prisoners don't go through there, correct, Kiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells. Not answering that is classified. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine, arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the holding
The
cell.
facts and the truth are
Henry
not
could have
the
only
same.
seen New Knight if he went through the tunnel that connects the Desolation Cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the Desolation Cell, he'd have had to go through the main barracks ground though. That was 10 years ago. He's lost all of his memories from that incident. The only thing he remembers is New Knight last night. Sounds like a stretch.
I have a
investigator.
bad feeling about this.
The only way to get to the council building from the Desolation Cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. And we didn't go through that. The nightmare computer logs on the the nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. Don't believe he went through them. He didn't go through the entrance. This whole case is thrown into disarray. Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach, but I don't think he ingested them himself. How else did blood get inside him? I found this bottle on the rocks below where Henry was found. It had been used to hold blood. I mean, we nearly didn't find that. Starlight analysed the blood and it had matched the remains to all of the council members. How did it get there? There are no fingerprints, but my theory is someone took council blood from the scene, placed it in the bottle, and forced Henry to ingest it. Why? The scapegoat hit him for the crime. They were rushed or sloppy and casually discarded the bottle, assuming no one would question the lie. Can't prove this, though. The demonic sigils that cover Henry's body were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first seal marshals. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and he's not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. Sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with his own anger. The demon make him draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions, just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Couldn't he have copied them from his own body? Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. I think the inhibitors thing. It was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Doctor, was his dosage correct?
I'm a professional.
Yeah, as it has been for the last 10 years, Judge. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal?
Taci, dracului din gură!
Demon inside him tricked us. Waited for the right moment. The inhibitors had never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor?
Strange.
That's quite the claim. It would mean that our demon was capable of plotting and feeding us for a decade.
Hypothetically?
There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Paradise feels wrong.
Very convenient the demon pulled off the trick right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? Isn't hard evidence, but I'm taking it into consideration.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Okay, well, we've got broken bars. Bars on the prison bridge was supposedly torn open by Henry with demonic strength. Starlight analysed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue.
I don't like this.
Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much everything. Kiko faked that part of his escape.
Nenorocito!
Never trust computers. A little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample: 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature.
Crime is repulsive.
Kiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry
I'll
escaped.
put your head on a spike.
It's a lie! A good truth. Please let us sample some
Show
more.
me
Present
your
your
truth.
evidence. I have nothing left. I've proven the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light, shown by the facts. I've considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains in legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies, let the blood of truth flow. I mean, you've got arms in places arms shouldn't be, and wires. Truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves. Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth is shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you'll be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it? You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal? This was never part of the plan, you bastard. Who are you talking to? Carmelina! Yes, see? I knew Carmelina's the mastermind. Carmelina, you said this was work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you.
The ravings of the guilty, lashing out.
Don't worry, we've got evidence against you too. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge. You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. I'm not swearing.
Nenorocito, you're out of your mind.
You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die.
Nenorocito!
I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report I found him after the council were dead. Carmelina?
What?
She's lying. She's been found out in our unlit scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her.
Rahat!
I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. Lady Love dies. Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file. Yes, there's a conspiracy. I know this. I said. Judgment has passed. We're gonna go pyoink. But can we wait on Akiko in case she has something on someone else? We're gonna end up executing a lot of people. Henry's escaped. Convicted. Your facts have become the truth. Lady Love dies while you're in here. You do not have access to the phones you've been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now? Sure, save. Save your progress before the next trial begins.
Game saved.
Truth or fact? Henry's demonic possession. Ah, I think... It's Carmelina and Yuri, and I think Carmelina asked Yuri to do this because there's also KHX, and Yuri might have had something to do with that as well. But anyway, Henry's demonic possession. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the syndicate's exorcist Grace Bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he's been contained and sedated in the desolation cell with inhibitors. Well, someone helped him along the lines of being possessed by a demon. He did not kill the syndicate's exorcist. He did kill his mum. He's unfortunately not going to get off this island alive. But he's not going to be convicted for a crime he didn't do. Investigator. Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the council. Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved with Henry's possession and the demonic invasion that spelled doom for the island? Yes. The fact that I can still accuse Akiko is good. We don't really have enough evidence. Did we miss something? I don't know if there's enough evidence. But I'm going to accuse Yuri for the fun of it.
Paradise feels wrong.
I believe Yuri pushed Henry down the path to possession.
Don't make me laugh.
Show me your truth.
Paradise feels wrong.
Yuri accessed the vault that contains the books on demonology. I believe Yuri took books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed. The plan?
Don't be naive, Free.
The freak wouldn't know the plan if she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it.
Don't be snide with me.
Exile caused her brain to rot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation, and fiction. The plot will become clear in later case files. There is a conspiracy at play, and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse the conviction. I'll go back to the Adderlands, and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crime to end all crimes, and the path to truth is a winding one.
How dare you?
We cannot go on trust. This is not justice. Do not dare lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the
Show me your
investigator.
truth.
Present your evidence.
I have a bad feeling about
Inside
this.
a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vault.
What do you mean?
What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire of Majeda, a frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the restricted texts?
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tome that would lead to his possession. Is he gonna talk? Someone took a shine to him and slipped him restricted
What?
text. Just think it was me. You're a joke. I had nothing to do with
What
this.
business is it
Don't
of yours?
consult with citizens. We need better evidence than
Show me
this.
your
Present.
truth.
I don't have anything else. Okay. I have considered your truth. Ruminated on the implications. Soaked in the facts. Steeped in the needs of veracity. Examines the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here.
The
Truth
court
proves
finds
you're
This is
guilty.
unacceptable.
Wow. Interesting. I didn't think I had enough evidence. Do you know who I am? I've been chosen. I will be on the next council. This freak has taken away my destiny. I will burn the syndicate to the ground.
I am the leader.
Yuri, be quiet. No, I'm the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. Told you he was swayed by a god. Because, you know, he got these abs overnight. I was destined for greatness. I helped you and now I'm going to die.
Craft is its own reward.
There we go. Those are the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught.
Don't test me.
Is this true, Yuri?
Don't be
She
snide
promised me a
with
seat on the new council and to retrieve enchanted blue from the reward.
This is nonsense.
I didn't think I had enough, but yes. There we go. He's now admitting it. I got Henry the books on demonology, sent him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer. Truth lies within a conspiracy. Judgment has passed. I didn't think I'd managed to convict him for demonic possession there. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you don't have access to the phones. Would you like me to save? Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep one clean just in case.
Getting saved.
God, how are we supposed to do, like, just this bit in 10 minutes? The murder of Grace Bloodlines. Well, we know who this is. This is Carmelina. Grace Bloodlines was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sunlights cast shadows from the terror and leave only truth visible. The truth may still be in shadow. Did those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night? I investigated it at the behest of One Last Kiss. Who is One Last Kiss?
I have
The ghost of Grace
feeling
Bloodlines.
about this.
She's on the island. The ghost of a murder victim 10 years ago is on the island.
Those are facts.
Is that so
Are
hard to
they the
believe,
truth?
Judge? Can you prove you are who you say you are? Haunted, complex, crescent, drifting sands, satellite. Confirmation. Grace Bloodline's unique blood
The
code.
investigator is here.
One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unmapped her blood file and she confirmed the code independently. It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last night?
Laughable.
I was murdered 10 years ago, allegedly by Henry, who everyone here, whatever you believe, is the council murderer.
Who would benefit from a crime like this?
It makes you think, doesn't it? What if the two are linked? One Last Kiss asked me to investigate her murder. She believes there is more to it than the official version of events. Do you suspect her? No. No, I believe she is a victim in all this. Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. I don't think a ghost did anything here. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trials continue. Lady Love dies. Drive us along the highway of truth. State your truth, Carmelina. Kiko did. I mean, Kiko was possibly involved in it, but I'm fairly certain. I'm just going to accuse Carmelina because I'm fairly certain she did it.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I believe Carmelina was the architect of her murder. This is nonsense. You have no evidence.
Show me your truth.
While Grace and Carmelina were en route to Henry, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko. She instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Carmelina forgot to use encryption.
We have achieved perfection.
I have no recollection of this. It sounds like a fabrication.
Show me your truth.
When Henry was arrested, Grace was meeting with Carmelina. Carmelina requested to accompany Grace on the exorcism. This is unusual, as it would place Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger. It might be unusual, but it doesn't prove she is the perpetrator.
Craft is its own reward.
Of course it doesn't. The investigator is trying to prove a fantasy. It might have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes requires risk.
Show me your truth.
I found a photo of Grace's body that had been excluded from the report. It was hidden on the barracks server. It showed the strangle marks on Grace's neck. Doomjowls took a look at it and suggested they were done with someone that wore a wedding ring.
When love dies,
Carmelina
all that
wore a
remains
wedding
are the
ring at the
facts.
time when Grace was killed. I suspect that Carmelina killed Grace when Henry didn't step up and do it for her.
We have achieved perfection.
This is tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it? Doctor?
The island is about to end.
It's my firm opinion that this was done by a ring worn on the wedding ring finger Bruising can contain very detailed information.
How dare you?
Preposterous. The doctor would say anything to a prey face.
That's not nice.
Back off, architect.
I am the leader.
Well, I'll see about that. Why would Architect Carmelina have killed Grace?
I don't like this.
Yuri gave Henry demonology books. Henry was being set up to end the island and possibly be scapegoated for the murder of the council.
The investigator
A
is
dead
here.
exorcist means the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it came to time to pin the blame on someone from last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace bloodlines, Akiko stepped in and framed Henry, leaving me a history of murder. That sounds like a conspiracy, investigator. I believe so, Judge. Very well.
Do your job.
Absolutely not. This is a farce. Hold your tongue in the halls of justice.
Show me your truth.
I don't have anything else. You have presented a veritable treasure trove of facts. I've considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped in the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sort of justice within me to step through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. I wonder if there's anything I missed. The truth is revealed, the truth is known, the
The
truth
court
proved.
finds Carmelina guilty.
Grace Bloodlines was murdered by the hand of the architect. So if anything, she's just died. So as it's the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
What?
How dare
Do
you!
your job.
This is nonsense.
It is cowardly to
And
insinuate.
will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the Islands. This is my courtroom. I am justice incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trials. You have been found guilty. You will receive your punishment. Trials continue. Interesting. So there's just witness to the end that's also involved in this somehow that's not yet been convicted. Okay, save. So we will save in this one. Just in case I'm like, oh, well, I would like to go back and see if there's anything I missed. Who killed the Holy Seal marshals? I don't think they're dead. I think they're prisoners. Last night, the Talon Hand of Death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their posts. Who snatched the life from them? Was it the accused, or is it another truth skulking on the periphery of our knowledge? They were elite marshals and gave their lives guarding our beloved council. How were they killed and why?
Don't test me.
I have reason to believe killer may not have breached the seals last night. There is evidence that points to one or more killers breaching the seals and planting the tools for murders 2 days ago. What about the murdered guards? They were murdered last night, but their murder may not be tied to the actual murder of the council.
When love
I'll
dies,
show you the truth.
all that remains are the facts.
Please don't implicate Sam and Lydia. Oh, I get to choose, so yeah. Akiko definitely did something with the Holy Seal. There's a whole bunch. A ton of evidence from Lydia. Let's just accuse Akiko again, though. Because she's really the only
When
one
love
that has the
dies,
prisoners,
all
and
that remains
yeah.
are the facts.
the Grand Marshal holds the answers. You're out of your mind. You dare accuse me of murdering my own marshals?
Show me your truth.
I accuse you of murdering 2 prisoners and pretending they were marshals. I start with the mismatching blood. They're not your marshals. An unexpected glint of truth in the riverbed of mystery.
Don't test me.
The dead bodies at the first seal aren't marshals. It's a lie. No, Rosito. Where are the real marshals?
Got it.
My suspicion is somewhere in the barracks. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? I'm not repeating that. I don't think that's something you can say in good company. Grand Marshal, this is a courtroom. Keep your language in
I
check.
have a bad feeling about this.
A blood sample from the dead guards doesn't match any records for the marshals. She's lying. Her little PDA got it wrong. Did Starlight get it wrong? Is this really the truth?
The facts and the
This is
truth,
the truth,
are
Judge.
not the same.
The blood doesn't match. The bodies are not Marshall's. Did you run a DNA test on the
I
bodies?
have a bad
No.
feeling about this.
Dr. Doomjazz told me that the server containing the necessary DNA files has been corrupted. This is true.
Strange.
Yeah. Judge, my system's automatic backup field. I checked the one on the moon and that I got corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? You'll need people that can on the next island and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carry on, investigator.
Is this a fact?
Akiko
Or a
refused to let Doomjazz examine the bodies. Why? She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice. This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. Their bodies should not be desecrated by an examination.
Crime cannot
I believe she was trying to hide that the blood didn't match. Why?
Crime is
Akiko is in a relationship with Captain Voth, who was stationed at the First Seal last night. Don't you dare say his name, Nanocito. Do not dishonor him with your lies. How do you know this, Left Eyes?
Don't test
Crimson
me.
testified to it. Miss Athid? I can't divulge my sources, but it's true.
Paradise feels
Relationships between the Grand Marshal and her troops are expressly forbidden. Dr. Jim Jazz testified that the Council had found out about her relationships with her troops. You can't really keep anything to yourself if you see a bit of leg, can you?
You've got this wrong!
I'm sorry, Akiko. I never thought you were involved in any of this. I'm duty-bound to aid an investigation. And sleep with the investigator. Did it work? Did you get laid? Enough. Do not taint the sanctity of this Church of Truth.
Got it.
As Kwame told him, the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council. Soldiers are sworn to give their lives in service. As their commander, I didn't take the honor of a glorious death from them. Then why did you switch the bodies? The bodies weren't switched. You made this up. Bodies weren't switched, Grand Marshal. There are records in the barracks.
Crime cannot
Judge, the barracks
hide.
have become Kiko's own private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the syndicates or the gods. They are loyal to her.
Is this a fact?
Any proof she can magic up from the barracks can't be trusted. Okay, so the actual accusation part is taking a decent amount of time, so I don't think we'll have time for a speedrun on this. But what we can do is make sure that we've got like any routes after this, any routes, because we end up at the courtroom, so like the getting there part should be easy. It's what we happen after, as long as that's decently sorted, we should be good. I agree with you,
The
investigator.
facts and the truth. are
Akiko
not the
didn't want her
same.
troops to die. She knew about the murder and switched them. You prove that.
Crime cannot hide.
Akiko removed 2 prisoners from the barracks prison. Do you have proof they are the murdered guards? No, but they are unaccounted for. They were never logged back into the prison after being removed. Can't even make up a convincing story for her.
I have a bad feeling about
The maintenance shed near the council building shows signs of habitation. There are drag marks and human waste inside, which randomly we found. Well, there must have been something we missed, but we have been all over this island. There must be something we missed, right? Maybe we got everything. I don't know. We did a pretty good job.
Is this a fact?
Kiko stored them there
Or
and
a
switched them
truth?
out when the time came. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
I have a lot of truth.
I don't like this.
Guards were killed with a damaged blade. Damaged blade? The lacerations on their throat were ragged. This indicates the blade with nicks or damage would have caused them. Kiko's sword was battle damaged and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victims. Kiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. This fits with her plan of faking Henry's escape. What's the grand plan, Love
I
Dice?
don't
We've
like
got more case
this.
files to go, Judge. What about the blade Henry was found with? Henry's blade was a new perfect blade. It doesn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
Paradise
Kiko
feels
staged the guard murder and
wrong.
scapegoated Henry.
Don't test me.
She made a mistake or got too cocky though and didn't use the right blade to kill the guards. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
Kiko's alibi has been broken. Anything
Show
else?
me your truth.
Crime is
Kiko staged the
repulsive.
guard murder and scapegoated Henry. She had a previous conviction. Why else would she evaded his escape?
Show me your truth.
Nope, I have nothing else. Good work. I have considered your truth. There is no jury. I make this sort of justice for. The truth in this case file sparkles brilliantly. Truth is revealed. Truth is known and truth proves. Akiko
When
guilty.
love dies, all all that
Got anything else
remains
to say about
are
this
the
one,
facts.
Do you want to die?
I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield cannot be broken.
You have no evidence.
That's a lie.
What?
She's lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fix. Why didn't you admit to it when you told us about the rest of your
You're
involvement?
hot.
Are you stupid?
Sprost.
Before this, I was a soldier. I will be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their mission through. I was not going to have my name further tarnished if you hadn't got the evidence. I'll be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what. Well, that's just stupid. The truth becomes clearer. She's now got 2 convictions. And Yuri is definitely involved in KHX. As long as we can just keep Lydia and Sam out of it. I don't care if they were involved. They're my friends. And Dr. Doom is my bae. And Henry is going to get executed. He's going to get died anyway when we leave the island. So, you know. He was innocent in all this. And it fucking sucks. But I don't think we can get a demon out of him. Because our exorcist was killed. So, yeah. And Crimson. Crimson is just likes the gossip. I don't believe she had. I've not had any indication that she was involved in anything other than processing gossip. But we're going to get to the point where witness is involved, and that is what I want to hear why. Save. Okay, so we're going to do this one.
Getting saved.
Truth or fact? I feel like we're on a game show here. KHX is missing! Syndicate's master craftsman and designer of the second holy seal. Hasn't been seen for a number of days. See the victim of a crafted tragedy. He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange. For a syndicate member, was suspicious because he crafted the second holy seal. Someone tried to obtain the secret from him. Investigator, do you know what happened to
Don't
KHX?
test me.
He's dead, lying on the rocks at the coast of the island. Dead. The fangs of death grip this island so tightly. How could this happen? Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. Yuri, I believe. Yeah, it's not a key code. It was unsent, that letter. He's obsessed with Crimson. Gave witness the key. Yeah, we're gonna go with Yuri. We don't like Yuri.
Is this a fact?
I
Or
believe
a
Yuri is
truth?
behind the disappearance. Want to save me some trouble here and cooperate, Yuri? Not going down without a fight. Flake you to prove it.
Show me your truth.
Okay, I'm gonna go with boat ride termination first. Yuri shut down the boat rides to the island around the same day that KHX went missing.
Got it.
Yuri picked a bad place to dump the body and needed to make sure it wouldn't be found. Yuri,
Freak.
shutting down the boats is one of my duties. There's nothing out of the ordinary.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Why do it early? Who cares about the bots? They're only there for citizens to try and block out the mundanity of their existence for a few minutes. I shut them down early, so what? I was just getting work done.
Show me your truth.
There are drag marks leading away from KHX's workshop. I believe you killed him to get the key to the second seal and tried to hide the body. This is a bit tenuous. This could have come from anywhere. This is a fuss.
Show me your truth.
We have your ring. KHX's dead body was clutching Yuri's ring. How do you know it belongs to Yuri?
Don't test
Lydia confirmed
me.
it. Yuri had apparently lost it. In this case, he lost it in the hand of a murder victim. KHX had it in a death grip. I believe he pulled it off in the struggle when he knew he was going to die. He held on to it in death to give us a clue.
How dare you?
Someone is trying to frame me. They stole my ring and planted it at the scene. Is there any evidence that the ring had been planted? None. The fist was gripping it tightly. To have been planted, it would have had to been done before rigor mortis set in.
I will be on the next council.
People are out of your minds. This wasn't me.
Show me your truth.
I don't have anything else. Is this part of your orders as well, Yuri?
I have been
Fine.
chosen.
I got the second seal key for her. KHX was an unfortunate
Craft
casualty.
is its own reward.
I was right then. These are ravings of someone deceived by our gods has been got out. I'll get to you later. And you got it by force.
You know who I
It wasn't
am?
supposed to be like that. I offered him a council seat, not to he'd turn. We fought. I smashed him with a tool he had lying about. How did you get the key from him?
Insufferable.
His laptop was unlocked. It wasn't out to find.
Pathetic.
I copied the file, dumped his body, and left.
Believe what you want.
Nonsense. I have considered your truth. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me. The truth is
The
revealed.
court finds Yuri guilty.
Save. Truth or facts? Game show! The second Holy Seal. It's getting close to Crimson and Lydia here. But we have Yuri's helmet thingy, so... What was the second Holy Seal and how is it breached? Takes for a holiday to the land of truth. The sip cocktails of facts on the beach of justice.
Got it.
With the help of KHX, the council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau of a desolate planet outside our solar system. And all of the council building acts as a portal to this antique part of space.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
The obelisks on the beach provide the solution to the puzzle and are activated using KHX's key, or Starlight. The key carries a protocol which handshakes with the obelisk. Nightmare computer. Starlight can crack it. Investigator, please review your case file and confirm you wish to accuse. Okay. It wasn't Henry. I really don't want it to be Lydia. Oh, the space helmet that smells of Lydia's perfume. I mean, we can totally accuse Yuri, but oh my god, Lydia, you're looking so dodgy. Honestly, I think Lydia did have something to do with this. But at this point, there's enough evidence against Yuri as
When
well.
love dies, all that remains are the facts.
And I know they want to get away. I want to help them get away. And I can only pick one person. And anyway, I believe Yuri had a plan to get through the seal.
Don't be snide with me.
I've got nothing. Yuri was found guilty of murder and KHX's murder, and KHX created the second seal, but I need more than that. Do you have evidence?
Show me your truth.
Yes, I have the space
I
helmet.
have a bad feeling.
Council
about
have to
this.
traverse the plateau in space and use astronaut helmets to do so. One had been discarded outside the entrance to the second seal.
When love
The same
dies,
pink petals that
all
Yuri
that
wears in his hat
remains
were found
are
in the
the
same
facts.
spot. This is a joke. Petals? Is that all you've got, Fleet?
Show me your truth.
Hey, we've got Yuri's knowledge. Yuri slipped up into questioning and admitted to knowing the details about the second seal, something you'd only know if you went through the seal. Just using the obelisk doesn't mean you would know what it is on the other side of the Just using the obelisk doesn't mean you would know what's on the other side of the door of the council building. You would have to step through to find out. Doesn't prove he was in there last night. And prove he was the key. Someone could have told him what the inside of the second seal looks
Show
like.
me your truth.
We've got
The
the logs.
facts and
The
the
nightmare
truth
computer attached to the
are not
obelisk
the
shows that
same.
Yuri accessed it. Means he knows the secret of the second holy seal and had the data key from KHX.
You got nothing on me.
Doesn't mean I won't throw the
Show
seal.
me your truth.
You can break Yuri's alibi. Tell me about Yuri's alibi. He claims he was in the celebratory gardens, directing the fairy woman. The architect said she saw him earlier in the evening as left to perform his duties. You have anything that contradicts this?
Paradise feels
Lydia told me
wrong.
that Yuri was unreachable for a period of time around the time of the murder.
I don't like this.
Yuri claims it's a byproduct of the burst from the rarity folding drive. There have been instances of
Crime
that.
is repulsive.
At the precise time when the entire council were murdered. Troubling coincidence that points to a truth.
How dare you?
Yeah, coincidence proves nothing.
Paradise feels
Doesn't have to. All I have to do is show there's a gap in your alibi. Gaps breed possibility, and there's a possibility that you weren't where you say you were. Your alibi relies on an unproven coincidence. When other reports of communication blackouts and past occurrences of them are extremely rare. Court agrees. Henry's Knight's alibi is
Show
broken.
me your truth.
I don't have anything else, though. I have so much more against Lydia. Which kind of is why I've left the save, just in case I want to go back and, like, accuse different people to see what happens.
The court finds Yuri guilty.
Interestingly, there was one time it didn't say Akiko guilty. But I don't know whether that's because I accidentally skipped it.
Paradise feels wrong.
What are your orders?
When love dies,
Is anything
all
to
that
do with
remains are
Carmelina's
the facts.
child? What's child?
I don't like this.
Truth lies within her alibi. You need to disprove Carmelina's alibi.
I am the leader.
I had nothing to do with the dreadful events of last night. I was at witness's apartment all night until we were summoned by Judge for the crisis meeting. That's true. The building logs confirm her entry time at 9 and her exit after the murder. Are you able to disprove it? Witness stepped out on his balcony for 5 minutes to take a call from Akiko. Carmelina was unaccounted for in these 5 minutes. Takes more than 5 minutes to get to the council building, commit a crime and return, doesn't it? The building logs would have registered her returning.
Sorry.
That's true.
Crime cannot
When
hide.
Carmelina architected the island, she constructed a network of trans-dimensional corridors that allow her to move across the island in an instant.
Do your job.
That is absolute nonsense. Secret trans-dimensional corridors? Are you serious? Is the truth really hiding in these bizarre facts?
Is this a fact?
I found
or a
Carmelina's
truth?
son in an hidden vault. I found Carmelina's son in a hidden vault on the mountain. His name was Dayanagate, and he gave me this key which unlocks the corridors. From this vault, the corridors connect to Witness's apartment and the council building.
Crime cannot
In
hide.
the 5 minutes Witness was out on his balcony taking a call, Carmelina could have used a corridor to get to the council building. This is a shocking revelation. Can you prove it? Starlight can verify my movement. User LLD travel between the exits of these corridors in 0.021% of the time it would take on foot.
This is nonsense.
This is a lie the investigator cooked up. I have verified Starlight's data. Lady Lovedice is telling the truth. Why not create a corridor straight into the
I
penthouse?
don't like
I don't
this.
believe you can make a corridor if you don't know the destination. Carmelina has never been to the penthouse, so she could make a corridor to it. There is a corridor leading from outside the penthouse back to Damangate's vault. I believe he inherited his mother's power to make corridors and escaped back to his room by making a corridor. I never expected anything like this, Lovedice. Carmelina had a window of opportunity and used it to travel via her secret corridors, get Damangate and deposit him at the council building. Carmelina went into isolation 25 years ago. Why? No one knows.
Is this a
She
fact?
claimed it was to work on
or
a
a
new
truth?
project, but no one in the syndicate ever saw what the result was. I think she had a child in secret. It was their father, Ais Kwame. He and Dananagate had the same blood. And also Henry. Had? Ais took his own life years ago. Dananagate killed himself when I found him. Why? We'll get to that later, Judge. It sounds like a conspiracy. Yes. Architect Carmelina's alibi is broken. I took Carmelina's pet killer through a seal.
I have a bad feeling
We
about
took
this.
Dananagate through the seal. And the rest of the seals I delivered to Killer to the penthouse. Can you prove that? I think Lydia and Sam may have helped Witness get the other demon in there. But I don't know why. But I also want them to be able to get off the island, so... Yeah, I'm going back to everybody bloody did it, except possibly the Doom Doctor, who just seems to be a bit oblivious to everything. But maybe he was in on it too, but I just don't have enough evidence to back that up. But I have a lot against Lydia and Sam. I don't want to kill my best friend. So yeah, we're going with Yuri, Witness, Carmelina, and Akiko. Everyone else lives, except for Henry. Henry is probably going to die. I'm going down anyway. The third seal is a bloodlock. Danagati has council blood. The Nonagati. It's Kwame. She got herself a killer that could bypass the seal.
Crime is
The
repulsive.
fourth seal. We need to have godliness for that one. She took god flesh from Krang Grudge and fused it to Dananagati. The barrier opened right up.
I beg your pardon?
I did no such thing.
I have a bad feeling
What
about
happened
this.
after that? Kid was supposed to kill everyone and the second seal would leave him locked in the penthouse. I waited for him to finish. The council were just coming out of their meditation, so they should have all gone down easily. Then I heard gunshots and the kid came limping out. He created some sort of magic portal in the wall and disappeared. You're suddenly cooperative.
You vile insect.
I've been played. Carmelina messed up and now I'm going to get a bullet for it. So if I'm going down, so is she. What about Henry? Was he part of the plan? Of course, he was a scapegoat, set up to look like the killer years ago. What about the blood in Henry's stomach? After the kid disappeared, I went in to get blood from the council. I bottled it and made Henry drink it outside. It was supposed to be the perfect cover. I only grabbed a bit of blood. It was everywhere. I don't know what it was, but there was something weird in the shadows of that room. You're lucky. You could have died. Yuri has confessed, and Henry's alibi is broken.
The facts and the truth are not
Anything
the
else to
same.
say, Carmelina?
Do your job.
You sniveling little servants. I'm trying to achieve perfection. I created perfect
This is
25. This is
nonsense.
how you repay me. You all made me sick. You'll turn on each other out sooner today, too.
When love dies,
Did you create
all
a
that
child
remains are the facts.
to kill the council? Don't dare to accuse me, freak. I have nothing to say to you. Don't worry, we've got evidence. Evidence don't lie. Poor Yuri, though. Yuri and Henry. Kiko. Yes, I want to save. They're all being used. I mean, poor Henry. I mean, it sounded like he wanted to try and do a ritual, but without the help, he wouldn't have succeeded. Who opened? Well, we know this. We know it was the Nanagate. What is the third seal? A blood lock that is coded to council members. To get through it, you need a council blood in your body or a sample to trick the lock. There we are. Yuri has already given us a confession. He says he took Dananagati through the seals. Yuri already has a death sentence for his part in the second seal, and Dananagati is already dead. Do you believe there is more going on here? Did someone else go through the seal? No, because this starts to implicate Lydia and Sam. At this point, if we don't get to implicate witness, I'm fine with that also. We're just going to go with the Carmelina conspiracy for now. I'm definitely going to replay, like, the endy bits, I think, off stream, just to see what else I can get. His Kwame is Dananagate's father. He's got council blood. Dananagate's blood is in the penthouse. He was there last night. Henry's blood was logged onto the bloodlock, but this was clearly planted. Truths are strange on this island. I agree. Truth is revealed.
The court finds Yuri and Dainonigate.
Oh,
Guilty.
Dainonigate. Okay. I didn't know that's how you pronounced it. I thought it was Dananagate. I think that's what he said, but never mind.
The truth is known.
Because, I mean, they did. But yes, we're definitely keeping this one free because we want to be able to replay this before we go for the fast. But we're going to finish... Yeah, this is definitely longer than I thought. Okay, who breached the fourth Holy Seal? What is the fourth Holy Seal? It requires godliness to pass through. Have the council pass through it? Montserrat owned a piece of Crying Gludge's flesh and a pendant. That would allow him to open the seal. Means that the council can only enter with Montserrat. Alright, it's already given us a confession. I'm going to go with no. This is probably going to bite me in the ass, but...
Don't test me.
There we are. Strange piece of flesh fused to his body. Just looking at it, overwhelmed with the feeling of cosmic dread. Went to see crying grudge. He told me that Carmelina carved a lump of his flesh off.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I believe she fused that flesh, creating a killer that could pass through the
Paradise
seal.
feels wrong.
His blood was in the penthouse. He was there last night. Bizarre truth.
The court finds Yuri and unedited guilt. The truth is known.
My facts have become the truth. But yeah, I'm going to potentially push some of the things to see. Okay, the mystery of the dead killer demon. Yes. How am I going to get around this fact? Okay, Lady Love dies. You have a case file about a killer demon inside the penthouse. Truths in play grow bizarre like an old tree grows gnarled. Hi, Dan. Killer demon? What killer demon?
Got it.
I found a dead killer demon inside the council penthouse. There aren't supposed to be any demons on the island. Killer demon in the council penthouse? I mean, I think we can probably implicate Witness solely, because he had blood samples and flesh and the key to the other seal. He could have planted this in advance. What was it doing in there? It has the blood of several council members on its claws. It was involved in the murder of the council. It appears that it burst out of a hidden security crate and attacked the council. How did it die? Montserrat shot it during the murder. There was a Ficada bullet that came from Montserrat's gun and the killer demon's head. The dark deduction of the dead demon's destruction is from the case file. The truth about where it came from must be dredged from the swamp of mystery first. State my truth. Not anything to do with that. It is definitely Witness. And he's not any. This is going to be his first conviction. So, if Sam and Liddy can go free at the end of this, I'm happy.
Are not the same.
The righteous man transgressed. Witness is the origin of the killer demon.
The gods are radiant.
Don't test me.
I found the killer demon along with demonic containment crate in the penthouse. Demonic containment crate. It is some kind of incarceration device that imprisons a demon with holy restraints. There are bindings and manacles covered in holy wards. These restrained the killer demon and kept it contained. Why? It was likely placed there ahead of time as a means to kill the council.
Show me your truth.
Yes, there were two plots to kill the council. It's really weird if they just talk to each other. I'm going to go with the
Is
phone
this a
receiver
fact?
first. Last night
Or
at
a
midnight,
truth?
Witness made a phone call to an unknown number. That number matches the number on a receiver attached to the demonic containment crate inside the penthouse.
I have a bad feeling
We're just
about
not going to
this.
question how it got in there. The receiver was designed to open the crate when it received a call. This would let the killer demon out, presumably to attack the council.
Blasphemy!
No, ridiculous accusation. Why would I want to release a killer demon? Demons are
My
abominations.
love dies.
Why not
All
explain
that
how the phone
remains
number you
are
dialed
the
matched the
facts.
receiver?
The sinner is a lie and a scheme.
Okay, don't shout. Can you prove this accusation? Verified the data by using Witness's personal phone and a comms tower. He made the call, the receiver picked up, and unlocking the demonic containment
Surely
crate.
this is a joke.
Show me your
Present your
truth.
evidence. Demonology
Crime is
bunker.
repulsive.
There is a secret demonology. I mean, it could be that this is Carmelina's plan as well. But why have two plans? So this is the one that... This is the bit that doesn't really quite make sense to me yet. Especially because it really seriously implicates Sam and Lydia. We could probably get the whole lot of them to die. But yeah. There is a secret demonology lab hidden within the dead zone. The lock on it is coded to Witness's blood file.
The gods are displeased.
There's an old panic room. I never used it for demonology. So what is plot to that
I
evidence?
don't like this.
That lab has the same crates as the one in the penthouse. During the extermination 10 years ago, Witness managed to capture a killer demon and contain it.
Endless heresy on this highland!
It does feel a little bit like Carmelina's, you know, setting him up here. But why? Why? Because she had the Henry plan. So yeah. That's the bit that doesn't fit. She had the Henry and the Demonagate plan. We've clarified this. So why would she also have a backup demon and implicate Witness? I don't know. Anyway.
I have a bad
There is a
feeling
tunnel
about
running from
this.
Sam's bar to the dead zone. Witness has been seen using it to access the dead zone. There we go. Sam has, I believe, one last kiss.
Full of sinners.
Show me your truth.
Crime cannot hide.
Yeah, this is the part that is slightly dodgy, because obviously Carmelina is a big mastermind. Carmelina confessed to me that Witness maintained a secret demonology lab on the island in an abandoned bunker.
Blasphemy! I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
I think you just protest too much.
Show me your truth.
I don't have anything else. But how did the crate get into the
I
penthouse?
don't like this.
We'll come to that later, will we? Considered. No jury.
The court finds Witness to the end guilty.
Okay, I'm sorry, Witness. I've only seen so many wonderful islands. Why turn your back on us
I
now?
am innocent in the eyes of the gods.
Ah, such is the purpose of a martyr. You may think of me as a sinner, but I work for a holy purpose.
I am innocent in the eyes of the gods.
I've all strayed from the path and the gods
Is
weep.
this a fact?
I
or a
hope they
truth?
weep for you as well. What was the play here? The killer demon was placed in the penthouse as a remote weapon. The security crate was hidden in the room. When the killer demon was released, it attacked everyone in the room on sight. Sounds risky. I don't know if it was meant to kill all the council, just the presence of the killer demon would be enough to scare the council. A dreadful truth.
Witnesses conspiracy.
Yeah, and this is where there seem to be two conspiracies, and we're getting dangerously close to killing our friend. Yes, totally gonna save. And I believe that conspiracy would have popped earlier had we said, yes, other people went through those two seals. We are totally perverting the course of justice. So it was both the killer demon and the Nanagate. The crime to end all crimes, the murder in the night, the paradise killer, who killed the council. Truth has aged like a fine whiskey. How does the whiskey on this island taste? Pour us a glass of truth so we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. I want to know who held the knife. The killer was set up by a mastermind. We'll deal with that later. I wanted who gripped a knife of murder in their palm of guilt. Yuri has testified that Henry was set up as a scapegoat. Will this change your truth? Show us the ultimate truth. Henry didn't do it. Yuri didn't do it. The Nanagate definitely did. And also the demon did. But we're going with Carmelina is dangerous. I don't think Sam and Lydia are dangerous.
The
And Witness is
facts
gonna
and the
die for the
truth
demon
are
anyway.
not the same.
The Nanagate is the paradise killer.
Show me your truth.
But I mean, that's unfair because we know that there are two killers. We have evidence for both, but we can't seem to present both. He testified to it. Before he killed himself, Denanagata told me he killed the council. He was given this mission by his mother, Carmelina. She engineered a killer. His bone was bare beside knife combat training equipment.
What?
It's try so obvious is a big lie. No, it isn't. Denanagata confessed
Show me
everything.
your truth.
Crime is
I found a knife covered in the
repulsive.
council blood on Denanagate's corpse. If he didn't kill the council, the only way he could have gotten that knife is if someone had taken it to the penthouse and splashed blood on it before taking it to him. That is extremely unlikely.
Show me your truth.
Let's do food order.
The facts and the truth
Denanagate's
are
blood
not
is at the
same.
scene. He was shot by Montserrat and left blood splatter in the penthouse. This proves that he got through the seals. Did Montserrat shot him? Presumably in self-defense. Denanagate attacked as the council's meditation finished. Montserrat was attacked, but as he was, he fired his gun, wounding Denanagate. Wounding! Montserrat was growing paranoid. One of the manifestations of this seems to be carrying a weapon. I believe Leader Montserrat was the most awake when the others were still coming round from the meditation. I mean, it's lucky he was, otherwise there would have been a demon in there when we went in there, and that would have been bad. Which may have killed Denanagate, which would have been interesting, because then we never would have got in. If he hadn't had a gun, there's no way we could have solved this. Interesting. Denanagati got to him, but as he attacked, Montserrat shot. Denanagati fled after the bullet went through
Show
him.
me your truth.
We also
I
have a blood
don't
trail.
like this.
Denanagati fled bleeding. His blood is outside the penthouse, so he created a transdimensional corridor and escaped back to his lair, where I found him bleeding out. He had to have gone through the seals to get into the penthouse. Denanagati inherited his mother's power to create corridors. He's sloppy, but he can do it. He stumbled out of the penthouse and created a corridor to escape with. He was bleeding badly, and his blood trail is route home. I believe you need to know the start and end points of a corridor when you create one. Carmelina couldn't create a corridor to the penthouse because the interior of the council building is a closely guarded secret. I don't think Carmelina knew Denanagati could create corridors. He was supposed to die in the locked room at the end of the island. Her plan was solid except for two wild cards, Denanagate's ability and my return from exile.
Show me your truth.
But yeah, if Denanagate hadn't... but if he'd have... As long as he came back far enough, we could have seen him. But yeah. Okay, and then we've also got the Holy Seals. We know he breached the fourth Holy Seal. I'm fairly certain he didn't just turn around and go home after making it entrance to the penthouse.
Show me your truth.
Yeah, we have nothing else. Yes, there is no jury. I am going to... There we are. Secret killer is the truth.
The court finds Denanagati guilty.
Denanagate. Whatever his name is. I apologize for misnaming you. But it's a weird name that I am not used to, and thus is my thing. I wonder if the flesh is that weird triangle thing on his face. Because honestly, that is a very cruel thing to do. Tendrils of conspiracy snake around us. Starlight is a case file that would help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. Review the evidence, investigator. Uncover your truth. Okay, so... Yuri admitted to taking Denanagati through the seals. Carmelina's alibi was designed to look watertight. Denanagati is Carmelina's son, we know this. Eyes Kwame. Yuri went through the second seal. Into Carmelina's orders. Yuri took the key. Carmelina killed Grace bloodlines. Yuri aided the possession. Carmelina recruited Yuri. Henry didn't escape by himself. Akiko faked the escape. Carmelina recruited Akiko. Fake sigils. Proceed. Reveal the conspiracy. So we can only reveal one of the two then. You explain this conspiracy. You refine the truth from your crime.
It.
I believe that Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crime. The Silence family were barred never being part of the council as part of his punishment. And Crimson told me that Carmelina has put in a number of motions to join the council that have all been denied. So, yeah, we can only accuse one or the other. A witness might die, and he should because he's gone mad. We could possibly get it so that all the guilty parties, including our friends, were accused. I'm happy with this one because... Mainly because all of these people involved in the conspiracy killed people. Whereas Lydia and Sam, although they were assassins beforehand and did kill people in the past, didn't kill anyone. Though they did help a demon get through. But maybe Witness promised them that they could return to their normal life on Earth. Yeah, I'm willing to help them because we can only seem to accuse one conspirator. There we are. She's a genius architect that's helped the Syndicate birth a potentially perfect island, but she feels she deserves a seat on the council.
Is this a fact?
She knows
Oh,
the 25th
truth.
island would be perfect. Is she worried she won't get credit for it?
Got it.
Witness testified that he's worried that Carmelina has changed. Maybe she expects more reward for her craft.
When love dies,
Carmelina had a
all
secret
that
child.
remains are the facts.
Denanagate, she kept him hidden in the trans-dimensional corridor that she built with her skills as the architect.
I don't like
Denanagate's
this.
father was Eyes Kwame. And the council blood from his father would allow Denanagate to breach the bloodlock on the third Holy Seal.
Crime cannot hide.
Carmelina presumably learned that Henry had been fathered legitimately by Eyes and be kept a secret. This meant she could get a secret child as well. Poor bloody guy. No wonder he killed himself being used as a baby farm. Carmelina...
Paradise
Oh,
feels
when I found
wrong.
unedited, he told me his mission has been to kill the council. He had a knife slicked with the blood of the council members. He completed his mission. unedited would birth a new syndicate, dying for Carmelina's
When
sins.
love dies,
Carmelina
all
took a
that
lump of
remains
the
are
flesh
the
from the
facts.
god-crying grudge to get through the fourth seal. She fused this to unedited body. Ew.
don't test me.
Yuri said he took unedited through the seals.
The facts and
Yuri
the truth
confessed to
are
being
not the
recruited by
same.
Carmelina.
Paradise feels
Yuri is guilty
wrong.
of going through the second seal.
Is this a fact?
Yuri got the key to the second
or a
seal from
truth?
KHX and orders from Carmelina and killed him.
I don't like this.
Believe Yuri helped Henry obtain forbidden books on demonology.
Crime is repulsive.
Henry became possessed by a demon. It would initiate the end of the island and allow Carmelina's plan
I
to
don't
play.
like this.
Henry's possession called for an exorcism.
cannot
Carmelina
hide.
wanted Henry to kill Gray's bloodlines to give him a prior history of murder. When he didn't step up, Carmelina intervened and killed Grace herself.
I have a bad
demonically
feeling
possessed
about
citizen would be the
this.
perfect
when
tool.
Love dies, all that
Carmelina
remains
recruited Akiko
are the
into her plan.
facts. Crime is
Akiko aided her by
repulsive.
purposely leaving Henry alone with Grace.
Paradise feels
Akiko faked
wrong.
Henry's escape, putting a possible killer into play.
Is this a fact?
Kiko knew the first
Or
seal
a
marshals would
truth?
be killed and switched them to predictable livid marshals.
The facts and the truth are not the
Carmelina's
same.
plan was achieved by using her transdimensional corridors.
Don't test me.
Her alibi looked perfect, but she knew Witness would leave the room when he got a
I
call.
have a bad feeling
She
about
knew
this.
Akiko would call at the right time and use that opportunity to slip out of Witness's apartment, get Denanagati and deliver her killer to the council building. So Akiko is a distraction. Do you have anything to say, Architect?
What?
You people would have nothing if it weren't for
This
me.
is nonsense.
All these islands you drifted along on, all your tragic little lives, all given to you by
How
me.
dare you?
I facilitate the syndicate, I craft your
You
arms.
have no evidence.
I have never been rewarded for my work, never been on the council, always living off to the side. Not even Perfect 25 got me the recognition I deserve. Don't expect, well, just some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Crafted its own reward.
I am the
Quiet
leader.
freak, what would you
The
know?
facts and the
How did you
truth
know you'd be
are
made
not
leader during the
same.
crisis?
We have achieved perfection.
That's the irony. I didn't. I didn't expect Justice Incarnate to reverse the law and make me leader. So what was the play on the next
How
island?
dare you?
As the chips are down, every one of the syndicates is a coward and a sycophant. You all want your little bits of power for your little lives to carry on ticking by.
I beg your
The
pardon?
next council would be scared, or seniority would be gone, and I would be the one that crafted Perfect 25. I would make sure I had the throne.
How dare you?
My father was a victim, but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. You people never appreciate what others do for you.
The facts and the
The
truth
Grand
are
Marshal will
not
give
the
you a
same.
loyal army to make sure of it.
Paradise feels
Plan failed. The
wrong.
truth is known. You arrogantly believed everyone would believe Henry, a citizen, was capable of breaching the Holy Seals and murdering the council. Justice is immune to arrogance. A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect, you have been found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. Your punishment is death. Death over many times. Carmelina's conspiracy. The Onyxian... Ooh, that's a good word. Onyxian claws of conspiracy tear at the flesh of this island. You can feel the dreadful shadow of this conspiracy looming over us. Can you explain this conspiracy? Review the evidence, investigator. Oh, we still do get to... Yeah, we don't have enough evidence because we kind of left some stuff out. But we'll see how it goes. So you can do both of them. So we
When
probably
love
needed
dies,
to push.
all that remains are the facts.
I believe that Witness initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. Witness has become a fanatic. He's radicalized himself as a devoted servant of the gods. Yeah, 7 letters used as an X. Good for Scrabble. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Onyx is definitely a word that you don't think of for Scrabble.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Believes the syndicate has strayed from the holy mission, and I believe he wants to put the fear of gods in us. Montserrat was devolving into paranoia and becoming a dictator. Witness has repeatedly voiced his opposition to Montserrat's plans for the next island. Witness took matters into his own hands. Carmelina told me about Witness becoming rebellious against Montserrat's plans.
Got it.
Witness openly rejected Montserrat's plans to wipe certain events from history and tighten his grip over Syndicate members.
Crime cannot
Witness has
hide.
become obsessed with the idea of a cleansing tide of demons, like the Great Ancient Flood. He wants the Syndicate to be forced to start again.
Is this a
The
fact?
key to Witness's plan was
or a
planting a
truth?
killer demon inside the council penthouse. A demon would kill the council and he'd get away with it. Witness made a call at midnight to a demonic containment crate that had been hidden in the penthouse, unlocking it remotely, allowing it to start its attack. Witness had been experimenting in demonology in a secret bunker within the Dead Zone. He imprisoned the killer demon and later weaponized it. If he bloody implicates Lydia and Sam in this, after I've specifically kept them out. Sam has a secret tunnel running from his bar to the Dead Zone. Witness used that to subvert the security on the Dead Zone and get in. Yes, Sam was just making
like
whiskey,
this.
you know. I don't know how Witness got the crate into the penthouse. Honestly, I don't judge. Please believe me. The plan isn't foolproof. There were too many variables. Pinning your hopes on a wild killer demon and believing it wouldn't be traced back to you was foolish. No doubt the intention was a scare tactic more than anything else, but the fear of the gods into the council to enact change. Used a killer demon as the messenger of angry gods to reshape the Syndicate. The plan didn't have to be perfect to get what you wanted. All you needed was a catalyst for change. On a day of horrible truths, this is one of the worst. Why Witness?
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
I'm surrounded by sin and heresy. You are all focused on the islands and your own little ambitions. What about the gods? What about our holy mission? But one of the pyramids sit empty and we have existed for millennia.
This island is full of sinners.
You're an embarrassment to the gods. No, you're an embarrassment to everybody. You bloody kidnap and murder people. The Syndicate needed
I
rebuilding.
have a bad feeling about
And you would be the
this.
one to do it?
Blasphemy!
The who is irrelevant. More important is why and how.
Other gods
We established the
lurk in
priority in our
esoteric
flesh.
ways.
Faith. Resume our holy mission. Bathe in the radiance of our
The
gods.
gods are watching us.
I must die a martyr. I tried. I really tried to do the work of our astral lord.
You sinners lie and
I
skin.
wasn't enough, though. The sin on this island was too great. I hope heaven is everything you want it to be. Witness to the end. You are found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. The punishment is death. Excellent. Yes, so we 100% do not know how that crate got into the council building. It totally wasn't Lydia and Sam. No, not at all. Was Doom really the only innocent one? No, I think Doom supplied like the blood to Sam. So technically, yeah, they're all bloody, you know, whatever. But I'm keeping my left half, minus Henry, safe. The Parlour of Justice has played host to the Truth of Investigator. Whether truth is expected, did esoteric knowledge reveal the truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become executioner and will execute justice. My pleasure. The trials end. Execute justice. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The verdict is execute. Boom, 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 dead. Not sure embarrassing is the word for murder. Architect Carmelina, the verdict is execute. Bang, 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 bang. Executed. Crimson Acid, the verdict is release. Thank God, because I was going to have a bit of a panic then. Yes, I forgot about Crimson. No, Crimson, I think, was involved with Witness's plan, as were Sam and Lydia, and possibly Dr. Doom. But I didn't involve them because I figured they needed a chance to get on with their lives. I didn't like the other lot. Dr. Doom Jazz. The verdict is no crimes. Just look at that body. The accused Henry Division. The verdict is release. I mean, yeah, but we're not going to let him go to the next island, right? The ferry woman, Lydia Daybreak. The verdict is our friend is fine. Sam Daybreak. The verdict is also release. Witness to the end. The verdict is dead. Bang, 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 bang. Oh no! Executed! Secretary Yuri Knight, the verdict is... Oh my god, you are a bit of a numpty there. Bang, 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 bang. Bye-bye. Executed. The unforgiving Spectre, one last kiss, the verdict is... No crimes! She's a victim! The hidden killer, Dananagate, the verdict is... Oh, he's dead, so that's okay. You know. Bizarre killer demon, the verdict is... Release? It's okay, he's dead. But what the hell? Well, because I couldn't accuse two of them to do the killing, and two of them killed the council. It was Dananagati and the killer demon. That was interesting. You've proven that Henry had nothing to do with the crime to end all crimes. It's nothing more than a pawn in a dreadful game of murder and secrecy. You have earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, you will reform the Paradise Psycho Unit. Excellent. Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 waits for us. What kind of island will it be? Are you happy with your truth? Did you get the convictions you wanted? Yes. You entered into a battle with the facts, the truths, and the suspect. Did you emerge victorious? Yes. Mostly. The courtroom could only allow so many truths to emerge from the hiding places. Are there more to hunt? Yes. If you believe that things are not as they seem, there is still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator Lady Love Dies, I will leave you to execute justice at your discretion. Punish those you deem guilty. Execution or exile are viable punishments. You may also let them go free. Please work for the best interests of Perfect 25.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
Thank you, Judge. It would be my honour to execute justice. When you are ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the rearview mirror in Lydia's car. The car will take you through the Paradise Gates into Perfect 25. Use it at your discretion. So can I just, like, exile Lydia and Sam from the Perfect Island and let them go back home? Or does exile mean they get stuck in the little thing in the sky? Because that's not fair. Choice and consequence. Those of you who have not been found guilty of destroying paradise may leave and wrap up your business before you move to 25. A marshals will take Henry back to his cell. Marshals will clear away the executed. They will not be remembered. They will not be honoured. Ooh, the way of the blood bar. 25th Island sequence. Ash Street Housing District. She completed the job. Was there more to do? The investigator always trusted her heart. She would decide if paradise had been saved. We are on Perfect 25, so it must have been saved. Saved isn't a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed. That's scary. It is. I hope she knew what she was doing. I'm sure she did. This is Lady Love Dies we're talking about. Yeah, we totally didn't skew the facts slightly and kind of forget to, like, implicate some people. Can we talk to the judge? Paradise is indebted to you. No matter what truth you made, you believed in paradise. I hope that we'll never have to work together again. I hope that crime can be eradicated and paradise can be perfect. That is an unrealistic dream. Crime infects every society. You are right. The Syndicate's way of governing is flawed. It always will be. I look forward to working with you again. Truth will always need an investigator and a judge. When you have finished executing justice, please move to the next island. Cool. So, we've got a dead body. Got Henry, Crimson, Lydia, Sam, the judge, and Thing. So, if we want to get out of here quickly, we're going that way to get to the pier. So we're here and we want to get to Danchi. I figured with the speed run we just accuse Henry because everyone thinks it's Henry, so that'll be fine and we just skip through everything. But I'd be curious to then replay with all the evidence. So yeah, that took us, wow, that took like an hour and a half to go through that last bit. So actually that was really good timing. So we're just going to go and talk to everyone actually before we go. But we're going to leave that save in case we decide to come back to it. What happens if we implicate Lydia then? How can Lydia drive us if we implicate her? Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to everyone.
What
it's a
do
martial
you
card.
want, freak?
By executing Akiko, you've destroyed any hope of perfect 25. At least try to redeem yourself by executing the true murderer. The true justice has already been served. Justice, Akiko would only ever act to protect the council. I don't know how you tricked Judge, but you'll never trick me. Now execute Henry before this island shuts down. He doesn't deserve to see its magnificent end. I was quite fucking sure. I'm amazed I'm still here. You were scapegoated. I was just doing my job.
I spent my entire life adrift.
I appreciate it. That's the first time anyone's ever stood up for me. I spent my entire life adrift. The world happened around me. I moved between currents. Nothing I did was ever good enough. Nothing ever worked. No one wanted me. Believed in the truth. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him live. You can't leave this island. I'm just a munching citizen. There are a load more for you to abduct to the next island, right? Got a demon in me. You can't have that on your precious new island, can you? Goodbye, Henry. Whatever. Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna execute him. He's just gonna hopefully blink out of existence. And it'll be nice and painless. I'm trying to think where Crimson lives. Sewer? Oh, yeah.
Good work.
Ladies back in town. You got your gun back. Justice has been served and the PPU will be reborn on Perfect 25. Got a favour to ask. I'm not surprised. You need people for the Paradise Psycho unit, right? You want to be on the team?
I have my ways.
I'm the glamour of the battlefield and I have a good stock of secrets.
Oh,
Hell
I'm
yes.
glad to be back.
You're hired.
Good.
I want a corner office. Fine by me. Did you need something before the end of the island, boss? Farewell. I'll see you on the next island, Crimson. Sure thing, lady. Okay, so graveyard, dark bar, boats. Yeah, I don't think, you know. I'm just gonna round it up by saying goodbye to everyone and finish with Lydia. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure whether I got everything. I think I got everything.
Do you understand,
No,
investigator?
you're happy with your truths. As I can be. Hard to be happy in the shadow of crime. That's all anyone can ask, I suppose. I hope you enjoy this investigation. My time on this island is at an end.
Enjoy Perfect Van Sank, investigator.
Bye. I'm sad now. I was hoping to exile her so she could, like somehow, if she doesn't end with the island, but she obviously wanted to go. The bar?
my unique plans.
One last drink, Aldion, yes? Got a special one, say it.
I'm glad to be back.
It's the end of paradise, after all. You'll have it neat, won't you? Oh, man, what is this? Special blend, isn't it? Don't ask, the recipe is secret. That hit the spot. Can I help you with anything before the end, Aldi? I'll see you on the next island, Sammy. Take care, Aldi. Doom. Then Lydia. Oops. We had enough crystals at the end to, like, you know, waste some time. What I probably would do is load up that other save and practice getting to Lydia for a speed run, maybe. If I need to before I start a new game. It's also could be something I could do during Extra Life. Let's just accuse people willy-nilly without evidence. Where's his yacht? Why is his yacht out there? What happened to your yacht?
What the hell?
You sunk your boat.
Indeed.
Always do, love dies. Send the old girl off at the end of the island.
Fabulous!
Time to move on, fresh start, embrace the future.
I've got all the time in the world.
You looking
You.
forward to the future, love dies?
Don't test me.
Something is still wrong. I can feel it, an investigator's hunch.
I see.
How's it now? What's wrong? Something you want to talk about? See you on the next
It's
island.
been wonderful to see you again.
I have a new yacht that needs christening, love dies. I'll keep that in mind. Bye bye, Yummy. Hey! Did you try using this jet ski? Don't answer that, I really don't care. I managed to get it to the top of the pyramid and back. Not sure I could do that again, though. Oops. I will. Any more? Just so happens that he was there. Okay, I think. Yeah, it's just Lydia. I'm always apprehensive when there's a choice. Could I have done it a different way? But you can't do everything. LD's back, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to go? Could exile her and not leave paradise. Let's go to the next island. You sure you're ready to go? Time to get out of here. Hop in, LD. Let's hope Perfect 25 is better than this island. Closing Island Sequence 24 applications. Ready for Island Sequence 25. Woof! Oh, you're coming too, are you? It's the puppy we fed earlier. Okay, then in the car.
Right on, LD.
Looks like you got a new friend, LD. Let's go to the next island. We got a puppy! I'm looking forward to hanging out with you and Sammy on the next island. We'll go get a drink together. Can't wait to see Perfect 25. You think the Syndicate will survive this? We'll rebuild. We always do. Hope you're right, LD. It's a power vacuum now. What if this happens again? It won't. The investigator has breathed life back into paradise. I'm gonna miss Love Dies. Could have had something special. Nothing brings people together like the impending obliteration of a pocket of a reality. Still, at least the case of the Paradise Killer got her out of exile. If her truths were right, I guess I'll never know. I hope Perfect 25 was worth it. Obviously, I hope they all die in a fire, but for their sakes, I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short amount of time, but they all seem to be idiots that only work for themselves. I'm sure they'll buck it up nicely. Time to watch reality die. And roll credits. That was good. bloody weird, but very good. Very clever, very convoluted. You really needed to explore everything to get all of the truths. And I have to admit, I took some liberties with the truth. But life is not black and white. As many people keep telling me, there are shades of grey. But I am very tempted to load up the save that is before the trial and push on the two things I went, no, there's no more evidence here. Just to see how many people I could end up killing. And what happens if there's no Lydia? Because that would be interesting. Or maybe we could do that as part of Extra Life as an option. Of course, published by Fellow Traveller. They've got some good games. Got a couple of other ones, I think, by them. Suzanne Bliss! Old ID at Xbox person. Or former, should I say, not old. Treasure Hunters Fan Club. Oh, excellent. I would totally kickstart like a Perfect 25, whatever. But yes, this is on Game Pass, so if you've not played it, it's interesting. I managed to get all of the collectibles, so it is possible. Some of them are a little tricky, but it is possible. Okay, well only one of them was really tricky. The others were just my ineptitude. Bear-chan is actually one of the pets. There's also a kaiju. Alright, I'm going to turn the music down a little on my side. So, we have one achievement left. Oh. Which is the speedrun. You don't actually get an achievement for accusing anyone at the end. So, you know. But in order to get all of the clues and all of the achievements, you'd have to explore pretty much all the islands. Do we find out who they were? Huh. So that's how it ended. Weird turn of events. The strangest paradise yet. Is this paradise safe? Yes, it is, isn't it? Of course it isn't. This is a syndicate we're talking about. Will we need her again? We always will. She's the only one that can save paradise. Setting it up for a sequel. Be interesting. Press any button to begin navigation. So, yeah, we can load... So we can load outside the courthouse if we wanted to practice doing it quick to get the route. Though to be fair, we'll always need Joe because we won't have any blood crystals to unlock any save points during the speedrun. So we won't stop for any blood crystals. So we probably should test that without any fast travel because we won't have a fast travel. And then it'll be interesting to load up slot 3 pre-trial and like see if we can kill everybody. And also, yes, there is still the speedrun to do. So possible options for potentially doing during the Extra Life stream if people are interested. My main, I did like cut myself off halfway through a thought. When I was talking about Extra Life earlier, my main goal is that I'm going to be playing the third nunnery games. Which I've purchased? Or it's on Game Pass? No, I've purchased it. Because that could potentially take the entire 24 hours. I know people don't want it to, but I haven't had any other ideas yet. I'm debating how much time I want to take off before I start Extra Life. I've definitely got the Friday off, but I need to figure out how I'm going to sort my sleep so that I am the wakest I can be. I plan to not have any plans for the next 3 weeks, or as much as possible. We could do some Minecraft dungeons. That could be a thing. That's actually not a bad idea. Because I know Jesse and I wanted to do some co-op-y thing. And the Escape Academy DLC is not out till the 10th. It's like, god damn it, you're 5 days too late. Not finishing off Chariot. I have holes in my fingers again. It's November. Or it's winter. Or late autumn. Hole in my thumb. Chariot's not happening. You couldn't watch 24 hours of one game. Well, I could definitely play 24 hours of one game. And a lot of people just do one game. As I said, I probably won't. But I want to do a good portion of it because I've been very excited about that game coming out. I've only played it once. And the only thing is that I'm just worried that the people that haven't played it won't watch my charity stream, which is the only thing that's stopping me playing it for 24 hours, really. And I don't really know what I can do about that because I need something that is going to basically keep me stimulated enough that I'm not going to get really tired or really bored or really annoyed. Because, you know, they're frustrating games. I don't want to be frustrated because that pushes me towards a meltdown, and I definitely don't want to be having that on stream for charity. So, co-op Minecraft sounds brilliant as an idea. We'll do the chat in Discord. I might create a channel or something, and if we wanted a fourth, if someone else wanted to join in, we could do that, and then that could be me, you, and Jesse. Jesse and I might find something else we could co-op on. I don't know if there is anything. What did I just say about frustrating games? Apparently we might be trying a superliminal speedrun. What's the longest speedrun time? Because it's certainly not doing it in like 10 minutes or whatever. But yeah, feel free to suggest games. I will set up, if I remember, hopefully we'll remember to set up like words on stream or something for breaks, because marbles means I can't eat and commentate, and words on stream is usually quite good. I mean, an hour speedrun could be okay. At the very least, we could see how long it takes us to do the thing. To do the game quick, possibly. I just don't know whether I'm going to be in the right main space. We'll see. We've got a higher target this year. Put 2,500. I don't expect to meet it. Be nice if we can at least match last year's. Yeah, doable without too much stress. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have played it through, and I'm not going to be hunting for anything along the way. It's just going to be run through the puzzles, so. And at least I won't have to do like cheeses in like, you know, only 2 moves like we did with the challengers. So, yeah. I mean, I think that would be an interesting experiment. I'd have to make sure I fit it in properly so I'm maybe on my second wind, and not in the annoying period of time that happens when I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. So yeah, so we've got Minecraft Dungeons, we've got potential Superliminal speedrun, we've got a chunk of the Zero Escape third game, we've maybe got an investigation speedrun in this. I don't know, that was just an idea. And there's possibly some other games that I've got that might be short. We should have some story time. We should factor in some story time. Whether we pick up the mermaid game or whether we start something new, I don't know. I will finish the mermaid game at some point. I do have a couple of promos. Yeah, pick up one of the stories. Oh, right. Okay, delay. Dan just said, are you going to do a storytime type of game? As I'd already said, storytime game. Yep. Are you watching on your iPad? I think the delay's got a little out of sync because that was like about a minute after I'd said it. So yeah. Also, the chat doesn't come up on this screen, so do look like I'm talking to myself. Yeah, definitely some story time in there. Speedrun. I'll see if there's a promo or one of the other ones that I'd slated for a stream that could fit in. Maybe there's like a puzzly one. We could do some more Bright Pool. Puzzly one that's not too complicated. Got some puzzly downtime ideas. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't really thought about it right up until now, but I should put some kind of schedule together, which I will promptly ignore because I'm terrible with schedules. But yeah, I do need to get Words and Stream set up, and I do need to get my Extra Life countdown timer set up so I can put it over there. And I need to get the overlays updated. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Games in my game collection or reasonable games that are on Game Pass are really the only options. I don't really want to start farting around with Steam games. You could always do some Power Wash Sim. As Jesse did suggest that could be an interesting game to play, have some downtime. I do need to try and figure it so that I don't fall asleep, and I'm wondering if a second infusion of caffeine, because thankfully I don't have the type of ADHD that makes caffeine make me feel sleepy. Caffeine wakes me up, but also I can wake me up. But yeah, I'm never playing Gems of War, not even if you get to 500k channel points, you would just get a refund. Power Wash has co-op. Cool. Maybe Jesse and I could do some co-op power washing then. Isn't that the one that crashes when you look at the sun or something? Or did they fix that? There was one I saw in the store that was like some kind of co-op-y room puzzle mystery game. Yeah, I'm very glad I don't have the sleepy caffeine thing, Nikki. That I added to my wish list, but I think you might need like 3 people or something. It was called Curious Cases. It's like £4. It's a 3-chapter story where you play as a detective. And it's single player or online multiplayer, 2 to 6 people, online co-op, 2 to 6 people, and then it's got like Xbox cross-platform stuff. So I've had a look at it and I'm not quite sure what it is, but it could be interesting. Where are the screen? I mean, the screenshots make it look really quite creepy and very pixelated. But if we could co-op it, then maybe that's a game for Jesse and me, and maybe if other people want to get it. As I said, it's like £4. But it's apparently got absolutely shocking controls. And a bit glitchy. But oh, why don't we just put the trailer up very quickly? And I'll see if Jesse's interested. Because it does say something about 3 players, but I figure if it's £4, asking, you know, seeing if there's other people with it, or if other people are interested in playing it. Oh, maybe need some.
Different. It's complicated. Unique.
I can't hear.
They're all asking how or where. They should be asking when.
When? I missed the beginning of what it said because my TV was down too low.
What is this place?
I don't know whether it's escape roomy.
Every
Horror-y.
minute counts. I must not waste time.
I don't think that particularly told me anything. Let's try that again. It's only like 1 minute. Let's go to the very beginning, see if I missed something.
This world is messed up. So many questions that no one dares ask. This case is different. It's complicated. Unique. They're all asking how or where. They should be asking when.
Right, okay. Now we're on the same page. Okay. Jackpot games are on Xbox, yes, but I don't want to put any of them on my bloody tag. I do have Drawful, which I do need to do like 50 games, but that is buggy. So I could always put Drawful on. People can then join. The problem is that I don't know if there's going to be enough people watching to make it worth it to do stuff like marbles and, I mean, at least, you know, words on stream doesn't really matter if there's not enough people. But for like ones that require an actual audience, I don't get as many viewers as Kara, so they don't work as well for me. So I don't want to have plans based on assuming people will be watching. I really do hope people will be watching because it's going to be a really frustrating 24 hours otherwise. But I also don't think that's going to happen like last time where we got like 100 because Robotron raided. And because Kara doesn't stream on a Friday anymore, I don't know who to ask to get a Friday raid to start me off. We're still going to start Friday at 10 PM because it's like the perfect time for sort of people ending the week in the US. And it's not too late. I mean, yeah, Lady Marguerite might, but she didn't stream this Friday. I don't know why. But we can certainly ask, maybe. But yeah, I don't want to predicate any plans on assuming I have viewers. I hope I have viewers, but you know. So we'll set up stuff that it doesn't matter if there's only one person playing. Like words on stream. That works better if there are a few people, but it's easier for people to participate when they can just type in the chat. And then if they have to connect to something and draw something and things like that. So yeah, we will see. But anyway, I need to get a couple of things set up. I hopefully will have spoons. I need to finish this stupid sheep game. I need some food, which is that's the more important thing right now, is food. The sheep game is not going to get finished, but I'd like to get as many achievements as I can. If anyone wants to know what I'm talking about The Good Life, which is going out of Game Pass today, and it has some stupid-ass grindy achievements. 10 PM on the Friday, the 4th. Game day's the 5th, So I'm starting 2 hours before game day officially starts in the UK, which is basically way ahead if like the US street, because it'll be the 4th still in the US for ages. But if I start at like 10 in the morning, it worked. It felt like it worked better last year when I started at 10 p.m. rather than starting in the morning. Because then I can just go to bed after I finish, and it's a normal day after that. So it's just before times I have to figure something out. Though last time I think I ended up being up for like 36 hours because reasons. So yeah, starting at 10 p.m. There's a thing. That's the. Oh my god. That's not the extra life command. Where's the blinking extra life command? There's the extra life command. Yeah, so it says on the page, I'm doing really well with my getting all my buttons mixed up today. So far you've seen the extra life from last year screen and the tier competition screen from whatever it was I last did, possibly Warboats. Rather than the screens it was supposed to be because I kept pressing the wrong buttons. Yeah, so that's the link for the thing. It says 10 p.m. on the 4th. Yes, I will technically be streaming for 22 hours on the 5th and 2 hours on the 4th. But it's easy enough to say 24 hours on the 5th. So, yeah. I will, as I said, get the counter put up because it's now less than 3 weeks. In fact, in 3 weeks' time, I will be 3 hours from the end. So. And I also may have a new nibbling. I probably will have a new nibbling by that point as well. I will have not seen the new nibbling, but I will have a new nibbling. Which is another reason to finish at a decent time on Saturdays so that I could potentially go on a Sunday to see my new nibbling if they're out of hospital. It may not be. But, you know, it's really close now. Ridiculous. Which also means I have less than 3 weeks to finish the present, which I haven't touched in a while, so, you know, that's always good. As I said, finish the stupid sheep game, get some food. No. Get some food, finish the stupid sheep game as much as I can, and then tomorrow I might actually have some brain space back. For now, I'm going to go bye. I'm back tomorrow, 3 p.m. UK time, with probably a promo game. I have a couple that I need to do in a timely manner. So we'll see which one. I feel like I need to do the screens for it, so, you know. And then I've got some spoopy ones. So, like, Halloween week. I've got a spoopy story time and a spoopy point and click. So we may have a spoopy week before Extra Life starts. But I have a lot of games that I could play. There are some options. Feel free to make suggestions. Please feel free also to donate. There is a box on my Twitch page, or you can go to angelsk.games, which has links to everything. I'm gonna say something. Oh yeah. So also, if you want to hold back your donations till the day of the stream, I will put the voice to text thingy on again, so it will read out your messages. Obviously, please don't put anything like really disgusting, otherwise you will just be banned. I will keep your money. But yeah, we can get to do the fun stuff like we did with Jesse when he was doing his 12-hour drive. And we did, I think every like hour I did a bit of a donation so I could do a silly message, so it would read out and text to speech, because that was stultifying otherwise. Yeah, I mean, we watched 12 hours of Jesse driving. I'm sure 24 hours of me playing a really exciting game that everyone's already seen before because I played it before, you know, compared to that. But yeah, we'll try and break up the Zero game. And and I should really go. I just, for some reason, I am unable to end the stream, so I'm just going to go, hi, I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK, so I'm actually going to go now because I'm hungry and I need to cook, and it's really hard to cook when you're hungry. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, people are online, go watch someone. Bye!